Check. Let's try to unmute it. Welcome to the SPS Podcast. You are now tuned in to the Raw Bunch. I'm your host, DJ Strada. And tonight we will be talking about, are you truly settled down or are you just settling? So before we get into it, man, we got a couple of people going to be pulling in, popping out. Be a great show. We'll start one by one, kind of see where y'all at with it, then we're going to get straight to it. Giovanna, what's up with you? How you been?
Hey, I've been good, thanks. How are you?
Good. I'm back on vacay, you know what I'm saying, trying to get my life together.
I seen it. Look, you was out there having a good time. Okay.
Yeah. I loved it. Great time. Aruba is amazing.
Okay, hey, Saudi.
Yeah, we definitely did our thing out there. What about you though?
I'm good, trying to get settled in.
Huh?
Now I'm in the area. I don't know the area code here. but I'm here, and we'll talk. I'm
Absolutely.
ready. I'm ready to see y'all.
For sure.
I
We
look,
definitely gonna talk.
look. They say East Coast to Best Coast, so
Type
I'm ready.
shit. Yeah. We glad to have you back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't get your car revoked yet, so you good. It's still valid. Still valid. Saudi, what's up with you?
I'm here. I got a headache, so I'm not gonna be on long.
Okay. How was your day?
It was good.
Okay. Cool. That's what's up. Everything good with you? How you been?
I'm doing good.
Okay. All right. Good. So I need to talk to you too after the pod.
No, I just got a headache.
I'm messing with you. Glad you could join us. Jalen, what's up with you?
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
How's your week so far?
Normal work.
Damn. Thursday be kicking y'all ass, bro. Y'all gonna make me change my pod days. I feel like Monday y'all be on bullshit. Y'all be like, nigga, it's top of the week. Thursday, y'all, man, fuck this shit. I'm trying to get, it's pre-Friday. I'm not talking about nothing you talking about. Find some better pod day for y'all niggas, man. But I get it, bro. I gotta actually go back in tomorrow. I should have just took the whole week, but it gave me a day to get some things back aligned in office, so I ain't tripping. But we definitely gonna have this good conversation. And just to let the viewers know, man, we're gonna do a quick little rundown what we'll be talking about this evening. So first off, we got something new we add to the pot. If y'all look to the sides of the screen, we got the watchers request. So what happens is we do got an SPS community we building, and they requested a video they wanted us to touch on. So we'll get to that before we get into the topic of settling versus settling down. Then after that, we're gonna go through some questions about reflection when it comes to settling down, how it affects society and culture, relationships, and the future of what it looks like and how we use the word. Y'all ready? All right, let's
Yeah.
do it. So first thing I'm gonna bring up is the actual watcher's requests. So let's start there. The watcher's request was brought in by, shout out to Maisha. She actually had a request for us to talk about something called the Coolidge effect. So here's the request. She said, hey, tell management to add the topic of the Coolidge effect to the podcast. I'm interested in the debate and views of the panel. So that's what got us here. Shout out to Maisha, man. She cool. Make sure y'all go follow her on her social handles. She watches the show. She taps in for a while. But she had this video, and again, it's gonna be interesting because I got my ladies with me today. So I don't know how this fitting to go, but we about to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get y'all perspective. I'm gonna give mine on the Coolidge effect. So let's watch this video and kind of get y'all takes on this.
Is a biological phenomenon that describes when an animal's sexual interest is renewed when presented with a new sexual partner. It's been observed in many mammalian species, including humans. When a male has sex with a female, his sexual interest in her tends to decline. When a new female is introduced, the male's sexual interest is now renewed in his original mate. It involves neurobiologic changes. Dopamine levels rise when there is a chance of starting a new sexual relationship. The Coolidge effect may help distribute sperm more evenly, make evolutionary sense in animals that want to preserve their genetic diversity and number of offspring for future generations.
Men look forward to something different. Is not indication that love isn't present. Something within the DNA is changing that's making them have a dopamine effect when something different is
A
presented.
genetic need.
That's big because now we're not just talking you are attracted to all these other people. Now it's like, well, the genetic disposition within a person is actually searching for that. When we're like, only like me, only like how I look, you are robbing that person of what their genetic disposition actually needs. I would think that to counteract that, it would be a need to spice things up, give those different versions of yourself to your partner.
Yeah, so that just happened. What do y'all think about the Coolidge effect? What do y'all think about that?
I mean, honestly, I can't even process what the hell they talk about. But I feel like that just goes back to what we talk about with polygamy in a sense. Or am I wrong?
It's along the same lines. It's kind of speaking about how she says a man has a predisposition to where when he's with a woman, right, and they're in a relationship, the excitement of adding another sexual partner increases his dopamine, and they start talking about how it biologically affects his sperm for the woman he's with. And so it's almost as if, I don't know whether you actually have to go through with it, but the idea of having a partner, or I'm still trying to process it, like, so y'all got to pardon me.
Yeah,
So,
like it's a lot to take in.
yeah, pause. Hey, yo. But yeah, to the point, to the point though, like pretty much what I'm gathering from it, a guy's in a relationship, he sees another woman he finds sexually attractive, and because he finds her sexually attractive, and if he goes through to the act, it releases more dopamine. He's able to be, let's say, happier, for lack of a better word, with his current partner, and that it's not based off of a love or devotion to the woman he's fucking.
You had something to say, Giovanna?
Yeah, I just got a question. So, is that so? I got feedback from the video just in that, but so a question for what you just said, Strata, is it like if a woman introduced something new or something different each time that she's sexually engaged with that man, shouldn't that kind of do the same thing? Like one
That was her
day,
point.
I mean, if I
That
need
was
to
her way to
change my
counter.
wig, I need to wear straight hair, curly hair, whatever, or just do certain things, or
But not
introduce a different something.
There you
Shouldn't that
go.
kind of somewhat do the same thing versus that man going out for seeking, or hey, he or she may not be going out for that, however, wanting to do that. And hey Sneak, I saw her pull-ups, hey girl.
but
But yeah.
no, yeah, like that's kind of what she was saying in the video, like as far as like spicing things up. So like, if that's dressing up, changing your wig, just not being basic. That's how I feel.
Right. Like I feel like if that woman bring a different type of energy or different, I won't say character, because I mean at the same time you still want to know that woman that you with, but bring a different type of vibe, every time, so it's not boring. I feel like that should kind of somewhat bring that different energy, because he never know what he's gonna get. When you walk through that door or whatever case may be, whatever what you got set up. But
So
in the
yeah,
beginning, it said something about some animals or something.
do you
And
want me to play? I can run the video back because we still gotta go ahead. What you about to say, Giovanna?
what's crazy is it's a funny story, but it's a weird story. It's very weird. It's kind of awkward actually, but I'm gonna share it because it happened. Because I know y'all know. So I do a lot of training with horses and stuff. That's my thing right now. It's good on mental health and a lot of other stuff. So the last time I was at the time before last, I was at the stable. I was I was like rubbing the horse, like I have like not nothing sexual, like the horse neck, head neck. I don't touch nothing else because I ain't trying to get kicked or anything like that. So let me revise that.
Boy, Devon, you come back
No,
and you about to be X-rated
no,
bestiality and shit. Like, oh, come
no.
on,
I would
man.
retract that. I would retract that. So it's just like, because at the same time, yeah, I'm cool with them. These like I train with them. We're comfortable, but at the same time, I do fear being kicked by a horse. So I'm very mindful of what I do. And I was just like rubbing with the hair, like at the neck, we're just talking to him, and he started coming out.
Yeah.
His manhood started coming out, and they was like Jay, they were like JV, they was like Rowdy, calm down. I was like, what Rowdy doing? Because I can't see it because I'm talking, I'm doing like video or whatever. And they was like, I said, oh gosh. They was like, yeah, he noticed you a woman. He likes you. And I was just like, but you just patting and rubbing a horse. And it's crazy. Like a horse can like get to that. And I'm just like, well, wait a minute now. And I turned around. I said, Rodney, put that back up. Just like,
It's that easy because that's just how it works. Like niggas could just like, all right.
you put it back up. You gotta put it back up.
Right.
It got
Right,
put back
I'ma
up before you
chill.
took
I'ma
off
chill. You got
walking.
me.
So when it said something about the animal, I was like, oh my gosh, where's this video going?
Well, I think that to get a little bit more context, first off, CJ, what's up with it? T Leaves, what's good, fellas?
What
How
up,
y'all
though?
doing? Dope. We just watched the video on the Coolidge effect. I played it. I can replay it, or if y'all want, we can actually move to what Wikipedia has to say about the Coolidge effect. And again, this is from
Let's
our
try
watch
Let's
request.
try Wikipedia. I think
Yeah,
the
let's try
movie gonna fry
Wikipedia
some
and see if
brains.
we can get a better vibe for what's going on. Because I was like, that video, I understood the reaction to it, but I think that they kind of glossed over explaining it correctly so that we can understand
Yeah,
exactly
I
what the
think that's
hell,
exactly what the hell happened.
you know what I'm saying, they was trying to do. So the Coolidge effect is a biological phenomenon seen in animals whereby males exhibit renewed sexual interest whenever a new female of reproductive availability is introduced, even after sex with prior but still available sexual partners. To a lesser extent, the effect is also seen among females with regard to their mates. So the Coolidge effect can be affected to an increase in sexual responsiveness and a shortening of the sexual refractory period. The evolutionary benefit to this phenomenon is that a male can fertilize multiple females. The male may be reinvigorated repeatedly for successful insemination of multiple females. This type of mating system can be referred to as polygyny, where one male has multiple female mates, but each female mates only one or a few males. The Coolidge effect has been demonstrated to occur in humans across cultures and in both sexes. So in short, the short and short of this is it's almost as if the Coolidge effect is trying to explain how by nature we're just kind of set up to where we are sexually attracted to others as a way to help us procreate more, and
Yeah.
that the more you find sexual partners and shit, the more likely you are to be reinvigorated by the person you with.
Right. And that makes sense too, because like we stay pregnant for 9 months. So it's like in that time, a man can impregnate multiple women with the whatever effect, Coolidge effect. That's how I put it. That's how I'm.
So he gets turned on by another variation of a woman. Is that basically what we're getting at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So by being sexually attracted or aroused. Now, see, this is why I got to put it in the context of the real world. So we know how this happens in real life. Motherfuckers ain't going out seeing pretty women and doing what Rowdy did, right? Like niggas ain't about to come out their pants for it type shit. But I do think that maybe there's a level of sexual attraction that goes on in the mind.
Oh.
And I'm gonna hope that we're evolved more as men to where you can feed the thought without having to act on it.
Let's start your speech. You got a light bulb.
I got like a little thing. So like, you know how like you go to the strip club with your partner? Like, you know, that entices both of y'all. So then like when y'all get back to the bedroom, it's like bam, wham, thank you, ma'am, because of that like sexual interaction or that whatever you saw when you was in a strip club. Now you get back home and you like, all right, let's turn
That's
this
a good example. That's a good example. And I think that's kind of that's the effect that they're calling it. Let's get Jalen then T Lees, because Jalen has been on mute, and I think it's on purpose because she don't want to talk about this. But no, we're gonna get her thoughts on it. She ain't said nothing since the video played. No, I need to hear your thoughts on this, big dog.
Don't put my sister on blast like that.
Jalen.
Listen, I'm coming down from Toxic Thursdays. All
Yeah,
right.
you was going in today.
Oh, he was definitely going him.
Shout out
That
to
was-
This Might Be Risky
He
Discord.
started off like 3 fires and then left at some point for all 3 of them. That's crazy.
I had work. I had to set 3 fires and run away and go to my real life.
Well, funny.
Candidly, I've had this conversation with men like privately, and I get the concept of what happens to y'all naturally, biologically. However, women also have a biological makeup where we desire our man to only want to desire us.
Yes.
So that's where it comes in. Where do we meet in the middle of that? For me, meeting in the middle means out of sight, out of mind. If that is what you like, we could talk about it, but don't expect me to partake. I'm not doing no freaky deaky with no woman. I'm straight like a pole. I don't get none of that. But men need to be more open and honest about their sexual proclivities instead of hiding them and thinking that they can ask for forgiveness later. Just be honest up front. I think there are a lot of women out there who would be more open-minded with you, especially if they love you. But cheating, you won't get your ass in trick bags every time. I know. See, T Leaf's talking shit, and I already know who he talking shit to. I see you. Hey, girly. I know it's you.
That's funny.
Hey, T Lees, where you at with it, bro? What you thinking?
What's good?
Yeah, I think Jalen brought her all the way back to the railroad. She said, "Fuck all this polygyny shit." No, dog, you got to work through that thing. What you think about the Coolidge effect, bro?
I did for one. Shout out to Jalen. I didn't expect her to have that viewpoint on it. I rock with it. I've always and I've been mining through it. Shit, shout out to him and the freaking words, right? I've been thinking through it because I always used to think like, yeah, everybody gonna have their one person, this, that, and third. But once I came into the community in 2019, I started to realize that I think people aren't like based on this Coolidge effect thing. My idea was I don't think men and women are meant to be with just one person for the entirety of their lives. Now, if they choose to do so, that's a different story. But based on that which you just read, it's not gender specific. It's
Right.
Women have a certain thing with them too. It may be different from how we react or how we see it, but they have something similar. So based on if we tie it back to today, like women getting bored in relationships, women wanting more, and trying to look for the better thing at the end of the road. Like I think they have their things with them too. So I like what Jalen said about men being more honest about it. And I think you're seeing that now more than anything. It's not a lot, it's not enough, but
Right.
I think also women have to also do exactly what Jalen did as well and have the conversation and don't just dismiss it or sweep it up under the rug as if it's not something that needs to be discussed within a relationship nowadays.
I don't
like
think
that.
women try
Go
to
ahead, David.
sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, I was about to
though.
say that.
I think that we go into a relationship just assuming this is monogamous
Yeah. And
until you say something, because the onus is on you, the one who is not monogamous, to say something.
yes,
Because
but
our
Well-
baseline is going to be monogamy. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, no, you're fine. I was just about to just piggyback off of what you were saying. Yeah, I don't think we come in with that notion thinking like we don't want to have that conversation. I just think the conversation isn't had, period. So, like Jalen said, we come in just under the conditions like, oh, it's me and you. When in reality, y'all want Peaches and I'm sorry, I didn't really say Peaches, but
It's okay.
that was the first name that came to my head.
It's
But like,
okay.
y'all be wanting Peaches, Becky, and fucking Samantha down the road, and we don't know that. So if y'all be honest from the rip, you get more. I feel
Do,
like
do
I
y'all
wouldn't
think?
say everybody's going to agree with it, but you'll be surprised how many people would.
Okay, so y'all are saying in 2025, y'all believe that if men were honest about the Coolidge effect and they was like, listen, baby, you my old lady, but that thing over there was stinging and she was throwing me some signals. So if I were to have sex with her, it'll make our relationship better. How do y'all think that actually would happen in real life if a dude tried to articulate a Coolidge effect?
Well, so
I don't think the
y'all,
Coolidge effect necessarily means you gotta have another woman. I think the appeal or appearance of a different image of a
Is
woman is
what
what
would turn
matters.
it up. Yeah.
So I would say if you were to like the first part of your statement where you said you point out to like, oh, this girl, I'm feeling her or whatever. If your girl, instead of, because odds are she probably gonna get mad at you for looking, but if she just like kind of analyzes who the chick is and be like, all right, cool, maybe I could go to Michael's and get me some arts and craft shit and put some shit together, find a nice wig, some makeup, like, and boom, I reinvent who the fuck this little floozy look like one night in bed and like do some role playing shit. Well, you know what, nigga, you folding her like a fucking brick. Like, you don't know, they could try
So
that shit.
let's go with your more realistic thing, CJ. Do you think in 2025 women are at the state to where men can have even that honest conversation
Fuck
in
no.
passing? That
Fuck no.
damn, she
No.
look
Fuck
good.
no. Fuck no.
don't be like
Okay.
that. But
I don't
Fuck
think
no.
She said, "Don't be like that."
I don't think so, because I feel like it's a lot of people that's sidelines and stuff like that. So I feel like if the conversation is had
Look at
and
that.
you make it known, I feel like, yeah, it just depends on who you're with. That's the prime example, who you're with. If you know your partner and y'all sit there and y'all have this conversation, it could go that way where they're able to accept it. But once again, that goes back to who you're with.
right, so at the same time, I would say like you. Sometimes we jump into stuff before we actually have the conversation. Like you so hooked up on looks, vibes, and stuff like that. Like we forget to have those conversations sometimes. Because before anything, I'm gonna ask you, what we on? We established what we on. All right, so I know which way to move or whatever. So I'm not about to expect anything different from you besides that, and stuff like that. Then, however, at the same time, if all right, we together, it's just the two of us. After a while, me as a woman, you gotta realize that all right, you ain't trying to be boring. After a while, some stuff get boring, so you have to try new stuff to keep that man or woman, whoever engaged or whatever the case may be, to keep things exciting. After a while, he or she may start looking out, or and even if you're being boring and then y'all go to hang out or whatever, how can you really get too upset or mad or whatever if he or she's looking to the left or right? I mean, with booty walk around, I'm pretty sure
I mean,
we
shit,
both
I'm
looking.
looking like the
We
fuck.
both
Yeah.
looking. But at the same time, just being honest, I'm like, "Babe, she gotta. Hey, but at the same time, you just got as a woman, you gotta be real with yourself. And then if a man, truthfully, I think sometimes not on no gay stuff when it comes to like men, not bashing anybody gay or anything like that. However, words matter. Um, you see that person, so it's not like you don't see that person. Now, whether you acknowledge it or not, it's a
Bro,
bit different. However,
y'all,
I'm
bro.
just talking about as a man. I'm just saying it happens, but you
What
can't
up,
be
though?
bored and expect you can't be born and expect your man not to be. He sees something different and he ain't get no reaction.
But
Go
you
ahead,
you
Jalen.
you picked a boring chick though. Like
Damn.
But I
So,
feel
oh
like
shit.
just because you boring don't mean you gotta be vanilla. Like,
I,
Oh,
I kind
boy,
of
y'all
agree.
about to.
I don't think that's so. mm, So the expectation should be she gotta obviously perform, but now she gotta be different characters too.
Like, not even different characters. I just would say, don't be vanilla. Like, you need to.
Don't be Sheila. Don't be Sheila.
Oh,
I don't know. Hey, I knew some Sheilas that was about that life. You need to take another name.
Say don't be Sheila, but we all know.
Don't be Ashley.
In order to maintain a man's sexual drive, you can't just be basic. Like we gonna have to figure out something. You're gonna have to figure out some tricks. You're gonna have to pull something out that Barney bag. We got to figure it out.
Like Barney bag is crazy.
No, you know what you got yourself into. Like that's why, like, you got to have these conversations and not expectations. Like, how can you have expectations not having these conversations?
I just think if we gotta, spice it up, which I agree with, fine. Men gotta meet in the middle. Like, I feel like we're doing much of the, like, we gotta compromise our biological makeup to appease y'all, which makes sense. We're in a relationship, but what about them on the sexual side? What about what we want to explore?
So
outside of what y'all want to explore.
So
it
the
goes back
list
to
of
what you're
things.
saying. Conversate.
No,
right, but most men, if we really get into what the females fantasize about, oh hell no, I ain't doing that.
But see, listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying, Jalen. You already are under the assumption that whatever you or the collective of ladies are fantasizing that they want to do with the man, it automatically would get debunked.
Wait, but no, pause.
That shit probably some gay shit. That's probably why. He probably
I didn't say gay shit. I did not say gay shit.
I'm about to say, Jalen, you is not about to get away with that. I need some more insight. What you talk about, sis? Because like, what?
Jalen talking about butt stuff. He's talking about shit that the big niggas say no.
No, like, how many of y'all would do Amazon? Is the question. Men,
Amazon.
Men, Amazon.
What's wrong with what about Amazon?
You good? You good for Amazon?
Like, what you mean like Amazon? Like tall women?
I ain't talking about shopping. I ain't talking about going to the jungle. Sexual Amazon.
Sexual Amazon.
Yo, Peaches, I don't know what the hell is happening right now. I think I was drinking a little too much before the show. What happened?
See, that's the thing. Like y'all expect like so many different things from women, but when it comes to the man doing like something that's different, it's very far out that character, or maybe some stuff that women are looking for.
Wait,
hold on. First off, we don't even know what it is.
Amazon is.
That's what we're saying.
What is
that? Giovanna gets it. That's all that matters. She understands.
He gets it, but you can't say we do or don't want to do it when we over here like what the fuck is that?
I think it's very clear. I'm not talking about no gay shit. Let's be clear.
Okay,
I'm not talking about gay shit
off the table. But what is Amazon? I need a definition before we go any
What's the Amazon shit? When you said Amazon, I'm thinking tall ass women or something.
I'm thinking swinging from trees in the jungle and shit like that.
You want me to cosplay as Tarzan? Hey, look, ask that retired whore right there, Sean. Sean, what is?
Hey, Sean, we need a definition for Amazon because she said the shit. Now she don't want to.
Sean is a retired whore, so he should know.
The phone.
So the Amazon position is when the partner with the penis lies on their back with their knees bent and pulled into their chest.
She was saying the Amazon position. I thought she was talking about like some crazy freaky shit.
First off, lifted legs. The top partner has more control and is the most active, moving up and down or bouncing.
My nigga, I'm not a baby.
Shit like that.
Nigga, I'm not a baby. My legs don't go in the air. I don't get my diapers changed. Fuck y'all talking about.
But Strata, on the logical
Strata,
side, you are little and can be coddled.
Strata, but listen, just like you said, I'm not a baby. Just like you said, I'm not a baby. My hair ain't fucking blonde, red, motherfucking whatever she got. I ain't got on top of my head. My ass ain't big as hers. Okay. And yet you wanted me to perform like this bitch you saw across the street.
But that's your
we don't even know how she would perform. We was talking about in a
if I'm with you, that's your
and then you
your
expect
job.
me to be a different cosplaying.
Do you understand what comes with? Do you understand what comes with like you saying you want a man to be monogamous, right? So you have to become whatever he wants. You have to become that. That's
understand.
That's your job.
What I'm saying is we need to meet in the middle.
Yeah, she's talking about
right.
The
So you can't meet our side. You can't meet in the middle.
I
Fuck
can
no.
agree with that, but I don't. So you. Okay, so we
better get
excluding
this
all
man,
of the
boy.
other
Fuck you
shit.
talking
Because
We
about?
I'ma be
excluding all the
real.
stuff that I'm already
I'ma
doing.
be
We just
real.
talking
We
sexual.
listen. Some of y'all positions and strokes be tired after like the fourth time we've had sex.
Y'all don't.
We be getting bored and tired.
So I
And
can
we just be performing at that point, like, oh yeah, it was so
can
great. Even though we
definitely
did the
agree with
same thing we did for the last 4 times, it was amazing. It was great. I still orgasm. Don't get me wrong, but we're doing the same shit every time we have
Mission
sex.
accomplished.
Wait, no.
No, what
God
the?
damn.
Wait, no, Jalen, that
Really?
was a stretch. That was a
Did I
stretch.
beat the
That
boss
was-
battle?
That was a stretch on the
No, that's not a stretch.
orgasm. A lot of women do not even.
Oh, that. Oh yeah. Period. A lot of women don't even
I'm about to
orgasm.
say a lot
Yeah.
of men don't
Period.
even make females orgasm. If you want to get into the nitty gritty,
Yeah.
so I definitely can agree. Y'all
Lots of
definitely-
compromising on
Nah,
our
Well, why
side.
y'all be faking then?
Hey, help me.
What else?
Because y'all don't want to be open. What you just made? You made it. You made our point. Y'all don't want to be
If
open.
y'all, I'm taking y'all statement as true. I'm not saying it's true, but if I'm going to further the conversation, why y'all be
You
faking?
probably are.
Because if we told you that it was not
Trust the
good,
man.
what do we do next?
We be
Like, that's when
we
you
be
kill your
boosting y'all ego like y'all preach to
Yeah.
us. We gotta do and be feminine and be like, oh my god, it was so good. Like you wore me
No,
out
you're-
today, babe.
You're
Oh my
lying to
god,
me. You're actively lying to me, though.
that's what y'all want.
The same way that we like the same way y'all say y'all
So
protect
stroking
our
my
feelings,
ego is lying to me?
it's protecting
Y'all-
your feelings.
Yeah, it's protecting your feelings. If we sat there and was like, babe, I really didn't come. Actually, I haven't came since we've had
And-
sex.
Now you're subconscious.
Are we really doing this, y'all? We really doing
Hey,
this?
you want to
I
have
thought
the
we were just talking
conversation,
about the
Strata.
variation of the appeal. They over here to went into
That's
sexual
cool.
positions. They
Fuck
got
it,
women fucking
We
the
gotta go there, bro.
man.
So
Like,
Go there,
this
bro.
goes back to sex education
Jesus.
and y'all having to learn a female's body for real. If we going to take it there, the same way we gotta dress it up and make a real fat nigga, y'all better dress it up and go to sex education and
But
learn.
see, this goes back to what the unicorn on the top row in the middle said, that we got to have the conversation. I'm pretty sure once the conversation is had, where we can say, hey, every now and then, I like to fuck me a poison ivy, but you keep trying to be Catwoman. Change that shit up, bitch. And then y'all decide, well, hell, I want to fuck you like a goddamn Amazon warrior. And you like, well, let me stretch because I ain't done Pilates in about 30 years. Like, it's just a conversation's gotta be
Right,
had.
it's a conversation. I agree.
That's
Yes,
it.
yes.
You
that
have
in a
conversation, but you got me fucked up. I'm 6'2".
world,
I ain't about to do no Amazon shit.
in a utopian world, we would meet in the middle and we would both be satisfied. However, in reality, most women are not being satisfied. The men are.
Hey, somebody got to win.
Yeah.
Sacrifice got to be
That's
made.
how I feel, CJ. Somebody gotta win.
No, here's what
Sure,
they're
somebody
saying though.
gotta
They're
win, I
saying
guess.
they're saying well some I don't know. I'm going to say they're saying that they are being satisfied, at least the one on the panel, but it's not enough. Do more, nigga.
Yeah, or that they could just satisfy
Yeah.
themselves because it's a mental.
Man.
Well, I
Y'all
would say
niggas
I have
saying
no
a lot
comment
right now.
for the satisfaction. But however, communication matters. Words matter. Communication matters. To hey, who you want today? So
Light
it
skin Nay,
matters.
what's your thoughts on this?
Cause
Nigga
she
froze.
hears
Down there like
Nate, you with us?
Tea leaves, throw a piece of paper at her.
She ain't got no thoughts right now.
she
That's-
hears us. She just acted like she
Like-
frozen.
You muted.
What was the question? My bad. My volume
I
was
said,
down.
what is your thoughts on this? See, look, this motherfucker, boy, forehead shining too much. That's why she don't hear.
Don't start, you strong Muslim.
This
Strong
Muslim
Muslim
is
is crazy.
crazy.
Damn. Assalamu alaikum.
I ain't about to say
Y'all
nigga.
So what am I supposed to be giving my insight on? Like, because y'all just went all crazy on this conversation.
I'm sorry.
Hey, man,
Toxic
pick a
Thursday is
section.
still in me.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah, it's
running.
still
Yeah,
right
just
now.
pick
Still
a
right
pick
now.
a section. Jalen, she trying to start a 4 fire. That's all this shit is.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
so Pete, key light skin. That's what we talking about, right? The Coolidge effect. Now, this is what that means. You out with your dude.
Mhm.
You see a Joan. Y'all in the mall.
Mhm.
He get a little aroused because he see her, right?
Mhm.
Now the total Coolidge effect is I'm gonna go knock her off, and because I knocked her off, I'm gonna have more of a insight to keep our relationship stronger because I just hit. What actually happens is I see her, eyebrow goes like, she bad. Then I give you the business when I come home type shit because I was aroused. And I think that's how it plays out more in real life. So what the ladies are saying is, well, if you're going to get that shit off, then let me put you in this position right here. Because I found it. Y'all nasty.
I didn't
Took me
say
a while
that.
to find it. That's what y'all said. No,
I don't
don't
do
do
that.
now.
I don't want no Amazon.
It sound good. Hold on. We
What
can
the
find
hell?
this shit.
It's like a lot of
There
work,
you go.
sorry.
Look, that's
And this is what the ladies are
I
saying.
don't want that.
So because I walked by and
Hold
saw a
on.
girl.
Hold on.
that
So
looks a
the
little
girl
pretty,
is the one that's the bluish looking person?
She's
the girl is the green,
dominating.
dog.
She's dominating.
This is you. This you, CJ.
No, it ain't. Not even close. Not even close.
So because I saw a girl with a fatty in the mall, do you think ladies should be able to get this off, Nate?
No.
That's not fair. That's not a fair question.
Yeah, she used that as an example.
Yeah, that's not a fair question.
No, that's
That's
no.
why
I'm just
That's
saying,
diabolical.
be open to possibly be considering what your girl may want to try too. That is basically what
So
I'm saying.
if I'm y'all want me to lie, be honest. So y'all just want me to y'all want me to be honest from my personal
Yeah, what's your thoughts?
Yeah.
This nigga said fresh popcorn.
Y'all funny.
We gonna have a conversation about it, and if we both are into it, then we finna go home with her.
that's what I said earlier about the strip club thing. Like,
goddamn,
I ain't taking home no stripper. I'm not taking home no stripper.
I'm not saying go home with a stripper, but it entices you. So it's like we're gonna go home, we're gonna role play what we just seen. I'm gonna dress it up, put the heels on, and now
Yeah, because doing it outside of me, that's not it.
Right, but see, it was a different example. So the example that I put is just like, all right, the man expects so much out of a woman, or if she's being, I won't say basic, or being more relaxed or more routine and not trying anything too much new.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna seek outside. So stripper girl walk past, or whoever else y'all see. And after that, then that's that. So I just do the example out. All right, so what if the woman wants to keep that same energy? She needs to be entertained, or whatever it is that she likes to do, whatever case may be. If she wants to do this, is that a problem? Because if you expect so many things out of the woman,
like another
Let's
man.
level set it.
It's with your man.
I got you, Nate. Let's level set it to make it apples to apples. So we gave the example of a man being in a like, let's say the club or the mall. He see a sexy lady. His eyebrow goes up. Y'all want men to have that conversation, right? That's what y'all telling us. Y'all want to hear that from your man that, hey, I thought she was a little aroused. Let's get it in. So let's flip this. Ladies, when y'all be out in the mall, when y'all be out with your man on dates, do y'all feel comfortable having a conversation with your man? Ooh, he walked by. He kind of attractive. Has any of y'all ever had that conversation ever?
I'm not having no.
Like what? I don't even think that's the same. Like it's
not this. I'm gonna tell you why it's not the same. I'm gonna tell you why
it's the same though.
It's not the same because it's not the same because men's nature and women's nature is different. When you're in a relationship with a man and you're with a man, you're locked into that man. As long as you love and you care, you nurture for him. You get what I'm saying? So as a man can see a female with big ass titties and he's gonna get aroused. That's just how he works.
Man himself. He's alright.
TJ, come on, you Muslim.
And then, like, even with her example, like
it's not the same. Like we don't.
Not the same.
Okay, well go ahead, Saudi.
You said that you seen a girl, you want her to dress it up or whatever.
No, remove that aspect, Saudi. Let's say I don't even want you to dress up. Let's just say I saw her out, and because I saw her, I'm a little bit more sexual aroused than I was before. So now I give you more of the business. If I actually had a conversation with you after sex, it'd be like, yo, you was like, damn, you kind of went in, but I ain't gonna lie, shorty earlier had me on tilt. I had to come home, do something to you. How would that conversation really go, bro?
Now I got a problem.
Now,
I got a problem.
See?
And you got a problem because he was aroused by the woman in public?
And you went and
and dog
You-
fuck,
you- now
yeah,
you
and dog fuck the
fantasizing-
shit out you afterwards.
And you went and fucked me after you went and got aroused by her
Y'all
and
see how
then
this
tried to
goes,
have a
bro?
conversation.
So,
Now, if you have
hold
the
on.
have the conversation beforehand, if you have the conversation beforehand, guess what we can do? We can just go get her to join. If that's what you want to do, get her to join. Don't come release your energy on me for what you want to do on her.
That's
Because
crazy
I'm gonna
work.
feel away. I want you to give me the energy that you want to give me. Don't give me the
Nigga,
energy
this,
of another woman.
Yeah, I don't
why
know.
do I feel like I'm listening to somebody recite
See?
calculus in
See
Spanish?
what I
What the
said?
fuck?
I don't think.
But no, but like CJ, honestly,
But-
in all honesty, it really does
Y'all
make
wanted
sense
the
because
truth.
right. In all honesty, it makes sense. Like, why would you fantasize having sex with her while you having sex with me? So at the same time, you loses. You know, I'm gonna lose what we have because
Oh, no.
it can happen. It can
Now
happen
y'all add,
with
don't
any
add,
other
don't add,
female.
y'all add to my scenario. That's not what I
There's
said.
too
What I
much going
said
on in
was,
I was about to say
he
you
saw
not. I
her.
don't feel like you're losing anything with the
No,
female.
that's what I'm saying. He saw her and was sexually aroused. He
It's just
saw
like
that
if you
sexual.
had a porno.
So-
It's like
But
him
hold
when
you
you
on.
have. So I'm gonna tell you what happens after you had that conversation. When you had that conversation after busting on your woman, or getting off on your woman after fantasizing about another woman, you're gonna kill her confidence.
But guess
Because
what?
she
Y'all
They don't know
know-
about it.
But talking about
She
though,
does
Nate.
not look like
But
that
talking
other
about though,
woman,
Nate. Talking about
and
Nate.
whatever
Y'all
made
just
you
told
aroused
me.
to her.
But
You're
talking
I
gonna
seen
kill
them.
the confidence.
But
in
Nate,
her.
but Nate, they just told me they wanted us to be honest and had a conversation. That's what it would sound like, right?
Before
So
I say
all
have
right,
the
bet.
conversation with me
Before.
before
Bet.
you get your nut off.
All right, Nate. So let's take you out of the equation. I'm in the mall with my old lady. I see something go by that's like, damn. How do you think that conversation goes in real life? I'd be like, damn, yo, shorty
Hey,
kinda-
hey,
Well,
hey,
what
Strata,
you
get you to the
Strata,
crib.
Strata,
Come on, y'all.
and I'm
Strata,
gonna
Strata.
tell you,
Duh,
hey, hold on.
nigga. That's
Yo,
gonna go.
exactly.
Replay the
Look at Nate scratching look at Nate scratching the little BB shots in the back of the neck. Duck, nigga. Like that's what you gonna do.
That's not gonna happen.
Wait,
I'm a-
replay the conversation because I didn't hear the conversation that you said.
I got you. So I'm out with my old lady. We in the mall, and because y'all said we gotta have a conversation, be honest. I see
So
something
if
go
we
by.
want to be honest, right?
Yeah.
That's not how the conversation goes. I'm usually the one to implement it. Hey, babe, you see that?
But that's why I said take you off the table,
Oh.
Nate, because that's some rare shit. Most women
Yeah,
ain't.
That's why I
but
ain't got
said.
that time, bro.
like I feel like that's how the conversation goes.
I mean, but you
Like,
gotta give credit
if
where it's
you
due.
walk
If she
in
got
the
a
mall,
nice body,
like-
a cute face, and a fat ass, then you gotta give credit where it's due.
yeah, so
Women
that's why,
ain't
I
with
agree.
that shit.
but a
It
lot of
sound
women.
good.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of women that don't look at other women for one.
Yeah, because all of y'all low key gay.
Yeah, because I ain't never.
But
Yeah,
Don't
it's
do
too much
that.
shade to be thrown
Oh, that's
around.
you.
so
With
that's what I'm
women.
saying. So like if Strata, you coming and you saying, oh damn, look, I'm gonna be like, damn, yeah, like I don't understand. Like I feel like that's where insecurities come in.
But I'm a.
Mm.
No. I'm gonna tell you, Saul, because you're lying. I'm gonna tell you, right?
Right.
You
That's what
can't
I'm
tell
saying.
me that I'm lying because
You're
I
not gonna say you're gonna allow your man to come to you and be like, babe, she got a fat ass, and you not gonna feel some type of way deep down inside.
Yes, I am because I've done it before and I've dealt with men.
So
that
y'all
went
unicorns then. That's all that is.
with another
Exactly.
bitch, because that's what he did.
That's why I didn't want to make it
So,
personal.
like,
That's why I said
Yeah.
take it off of your
They
back.
just
So
uniforms.
you mean to tell me if you in a
I do
relationship,
what I don't do.
if you in a
no
relationship,
help.
oh hell,
And
if you
I'm
in a
telling
relationship,
you,
All hell,
like,
Vito.
this is like on
Help.
some real shit. Like this is real shit. I've done it. Like a nigga would say, "Oh, she got a fat ass," looking like, yeah.
Vito.
That shit is nothing to me because at the end of the day, that's still my nigga.
so
No.
are
I
you
get
gonna
it.
let him? What if he just staring at it?
Mm.
Now, staring is a different. Like you look
No,
at you.
it's the same
It's the
thing.
same
It's
thing.
not. But staring
It's
it
the
down
same
like a
thing.
fucking
He's
hawk.
looking. As long as he's not touching her, that is his
Staring?
nature. It's an ass.
Okay, so when we talk about staring, we're gonna look. Yeah, staring, looking, okay. But if you're like literally just undressing the bitch while we that's crazy to me.
But
That's
see,
weird.
this is where a lot of females mess up at, right? If you just initiate it because you see a fat ass walking by your nigga, just initiate it, babe. She got a fat ass, and y'all stare together. Guess what? You ain't
But
got
if
no
I don't, I'm not
problem.
always gonna be there to initiate it. So if he bring it to my attention, I'm going to acknowledge it, and we're going to move accordingly.
But is that
that's
normal
why I said
behavior?
it's gonna be different situations because you know you got bitches out here that's putting butts in their back right now. So you got the biggest of the
That was
big right now.
Not the airport.
They don't
booty.
be putting butts in their back. Let's be clear.
Come on,
They be
Sarge,
getting
you know-
they be getting a metal rod
And I'm
and
telling
getting
you,
their
Janae,
butts
You know it's
over
a
and
lot of-
over again.
I'm tell you,
to get
Janae,
up
and I'm
You know
telling
it's a lot of big booties out here, Saul, and we be out here trying to figure out if
Janae,
it's real or not.
it's a lot of big booties, but I know how to make this motherfucker move too.
That ain't the point. That's not the point.
It is the point. So
No,
we're gonna
it's
look at
not.
that as we're gonna look at it as
That's
and
what-
we're gonna acknowledge the answer. We're gonna keep it moving.
Listen, it's very factual. It's very well, I guess it's factual that you can make it move, right? But guess what? When he looking at her in the back of his mind, he ain't gonna say to you, "I wonder how that shit jump on my dick."
No, he is
Mm.
not.
And I don't
Yes,
care.
he is. Y'all bugging.
Me personally, I don't care.
I'm
because
just
not
making a
insecure
fire
about
name. I'm
nothing.
sorry.
I know what I can
Jalen,
do.
Tommy.
I'm sorry.
Hold the toxic shit, okay?
Okay.
I got a comment.
I'm trying.
Yo,
Y'all-
funny as shit.
Y'all
bro.
have to for a second jump out of the female's mind and jump into a man's mind because guess what? They don't operate the same way we do.
You talk about jumping out of
We should
female mind.
compromise.
You talk about jumping out of female mind, and I'm telling you, if it don't bother me, you're trying to make it. You are trying to make it.
I just asked you a question and you said it was different, but it's literally the same thing.
It's not. It's not.
It is. If
It's
I'm
a
standing beside tea leaves in the mall right now and a girl with a fat ass walk by, I'm gonna initiate, make she got a fat ass, and I'm gonna stand till
And
she
I
hit a
said
corner.
that. First of all, pause, Nate, because you moving too fast.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
Okay,
Slow
when
it
you
down.
said it the first time, I said, yeah. If I see it first, I'm gonna initiate and be like, damn, her ass fat, because 9 to 10, I'm looking too. I'm looking.
But
So
But
if your man,
if
but
I
if your
don't
man,
see it, if I don't see
Come
it,
on.
my nigga see it before I do, and he bring it to me, then that's what's up. Yeah, the
but
bitch
really
just
did. Hold on.
but what if he
Sorry,
continues to
Nate.
stare at it as she walks off?
Right.
This is what I'm saying.
Time out. Let's
Listen,
level set.
I'm
Time out.
probably staring too,
Ladies,
Nate. I'm
ladies,
probably-
ladies,
That's what I said, Sorta. You said it was different.
Y'all basically saying the same
Time
thing.
out,
Y'all
time
just got a
out,
different
time
way of addressing it.
This
That's
is the
all.
level set. I need for
I'm
both
like, what
Saudi
is going
and
on here?
time out. I need both Saudi and Nate to remove yourselves personally from this scenario.
Yeah.
We're talking about the average man and the average woman in a mall. Remove what you would do personally. So I'm gonna ask Tommy and I'm gonna go with Bino because y'all knew. All right, this what y'all walked in on.
I can't remove myself from this.
I'm gonna get to you in a second, Peaches. I love you, but you ain't a guest. You
You
home.
started this
So
fire.
kick back on the couch. We'll get back to you. So Tommy, this is what's happening, big dog. It's some shit called the Coolidge effect, right? And so the way this thing works, if a dude see a girl he's sexually into and he hit her, he'll actually be more loyal to his old lady because now he's reinvigorated to get back into his relationship. So I didn't want to use the extreme part. So I was like, let's make this realistic. So the Coolidge effect in real time is I'm in the mall, I'm with my old lady, a bad joint walk by. You like, damn, shorty kind of got one of those. You get in the bedroom with your shorty, you turn up a little bit more because your energy higher, right? And these ladies on this panel, they all guilty. They told me, no, Strata, be honest and had a conversation with your old lady. It's going to be cool. And then after that, I'm going to fold your legs up like a little baby. I'm going to put you in the Amazon position.
Yeah,
That
That's what they
shit
told me
wild.
what's happening.
Nobody
Don't
said
interrupt
that.
my story. Y'all be, see, listen,
She
that's
said-
what I'm saying. Y'all always
I
interrupt
didn't
my
say
truth.
put her in an
That's what I
Amazon.
heard.
I didn't say that.
Okay,
I
so
never said that.
Tommy, this is where we at. How do you think this goes in real life, bro? Do you think it's a wise idea for a man, when in the Coolidge effect, to have the convo with his old lady?
No, that's why we learn how to see that shit without even moving our necks. Like niggas ain't dumb. Y'all can sell that shit all you want to, because even like Sarah said, I know how to move this motherfucker. And I feel you on that. But let me give you some game.
Thank you, Tommy.
The only thing better than good pussy
Damn,
is new good
Tommy,
pussy.
shit.
Move
Period,
on.
point.
Shit never gonna change.
said that. So
Conclusion.
pause. I said that off of the premise of Nate trying to say that I would feel some type of way.
Oh,
No,
okay, yeah.
That's why we
I'm
took
not
it off the
gonna feel no type
personals.
of way because I know what I
Yeah.
can do.
But
So-
I
We took
think
it off the personals.
I
Yeah.
think for a lot of women, like they would look at that as well, first of all, most women walking around with some type of insecurity. Let's just keep it G. If your
Yeah.
ass ain't that fat, you probably gonna be offended. If you're talking about somebody with big ass titties and you ain't got big titties, that's gonna be a problem. So I think it's all relevant to that as well. But the average normal woman, I mean, let's just keep it G. Do I look fat in this dress? If you answer that shit right, you in trouble. So to act as if women are just walking around, you can just give them the stone hard truth all the time. It's just cat. Like it is what it is, and that's why men tend to operate the way they operate. And then women try to give us the bullshit of, "Oh no, you could tell us the truth." When literally, if I say, "Damn, you gaining a couple of pounds," a nigga probably ain't smashing for a couple of days. 'Cause, oh, but I'm fat, or or some goofy shit like that. Like we just got to keep it solid.
I think the dress thing is a bad example because 9 times out of 10, when a woman coming to ask you, "Do she look fat?" She already knows she looks
definitely
fat.
knows she looks fat.
And what do y'all want? Assurance. Because if I say,
Don't say y'all, baby, because I know
shit-
I'm fat and skinny.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but like you said, most women, if you're asking that question, you know what the fuck the answer is. You ain't coming to me for that answer that you know it is. You coming for me to basically be like, "I love you the way that you are," type shit. And clearly, if I'm there, that's what it is in the first place. But you're asking me a specific question: do I look big in this dress? If a nigga be like, "You looking real free willy-ish in that motherfucker," then it's a problem.
Oh,
You get
that's
what I'm saying?
that's the problem. No, Tommy, that's a reach. You ain't have to say free willy, man. Come on, like you could have.
I was being extreme, but even if I, because y'all act like it's a soft way to say you getting fat too. It ain't no soft way of saying it. Like with my niggas, nigga, you getting fat. You need to watch out. We don't do this so soft like, "Oh, babe, you might be coming up with a roll." Like, the fuck? Nigga, you getting fat. You got the same mirror I got. What's the problem? My eyes don't work better than yours. So you already know this in the first place. So, I mean, again, like, of course, I'm not going to say free willy-ish or nothing wild. I was being facetious, but I'm just saying in general, we all mostly know if you answer that question a certain way, we going to get the goofy thing. Oh, then and motherfuckers going to start acting like a little child and shit. I mean, it is what it is. But, and mind you, I don't complain about it because at the end of the day, that's women. You either live with it or you go get a nigga.
I don't
and
know.
I ain't getting no nigga. So
let's get some ladies to respond to what Tommy's thoughts were. He's saying, "Don't say a motherfucking thing. Y'all want this honest shit, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna look without even turning my neck, and I'm gonna still dog walk if we get in the bedroom."
I think that goes with knowing your partner. Like if you know your partner and you know like there's certain things that you can't have, like conversation that you can't have with your partner, then of course you're not. But if you and your partner is like locked in and y'all are able to have that communication, I feel like no, it should be able to be said. So it just goes over discernment. Fuck that.
This make my ass hurt.
The truth
I would say,
the truth has set thy free round me.
So I would say for me, it's a little bit different. Honestly, if I'm honestly speaking on just me personally, not all women, because it's different.
It varies.
Conversations matter. Communicating matters. Because I know any man that I'm with in their right mind ain't gonna be like, "Damn, she got they ain't gonna come out."
Nope.
You can say it in your head. And we both probably we both low key looking, but it ain't gonna come out. And I think it's more so a respect thing that we both have for each other over the case. And then I've been in a situation where they didn't even turn their head. They didn't even
Tommy shit. Yeah. You know how to look without looking.
Yeah, communication. Like
Hey,
like,
man.
I mean, whether he got a sneak peek in with, man, look, he saw what he had to see that 1-2 seconds. He didn't see nothing else, or it's just like, all right, we in this area, we see it, but we're not gonna speak on it. At the same time, you gotta be mindful of who you actually with as a woman. Now, I know that if I go out with my guys or here from the pod, I be all looking. and it may be a comment or something like that, or somewhat or whatever. But at the same time, I try to be mindful of what I say, because once you say something, you can't take it back. But
beat up the hell, dog.
but it's different. Like I said, it's then at the same time, it just sometimes I hate what certain people do in public, and we see it, and sometimes it's just like, I just had this conversation earlier talking about bike week. I said I never been to bike week. I never go because what I known I don't want to see that. So it's very mindful, of one who you with, and what boundaries and all this other places y'all have in place, and just communicate. And I think that will adjudicate some other things or whatever the case may be. But however, like some people, if you're in a situation y'all both looking and it's respectful, okay, it happens. Like the thing is, like your preventables, you see all, if you got any good vision, you see all of this. So you can't say you didn't see it. Now how you respond to what you see is, what you as a person, and then two, out loud, you as a partner or whoever you with.
All right, so Peaches, before I go, I'm sorry, Javonna, before I go to Bino, I have to ask this follow-up because this is what y'all told me. So if your man saw that woman in the mall and she got that thing and it's thinging, that wagon is wagoning, all that good stuff, right? He come home and he put it down a little bit more than he always has before. Are you having a conversation with him about why? Or would you rather it still stay the elephant in the room? Because y'all told me earlier, y'all want the honest conversation to be had. So I'm trying to figure out when and at what level do you want to have the conversation in a real relationship?
But how do we know it's off of that? Because so many things could transpire that day. How do I know it's just that?
Come on, Javonna.
I'm asking.
Okay, this is how you know. Because you know what the hell y'all day-to-day look like, and it's you and him in the house watching Netflix. Y'all going out to the mall, y'all both saw that thinging. Like, let's keep it tall. Y'all know when one of them walks by, you like,
oh, because I'm asking, what's different today? What made you go in the way you
that was really the only different thing. So my question to you, Javonna, is if you know what the fuck you know, do y'all truly want to have that conversation with your man as to why?
I probably would. I'm like, baby, with this us or with this old girl at the stove? Or something like that. I may throw it out there in a joking manner, but I'm gonna get it across.
Is niggas saying this actually happened?
If it's that,
that's what they saying. Tommy,
my nigga, I've been on this earth for 42 years. I've never seen some random bitch ass and just what?
Okay, so here another example that I think you can relate to. I brought up the whole strip club. So like you
yeah.
And they performing, you getting aroused, then you go back,
I've definitely heard that one, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how
same thing. They just use the mall instead.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, that one I understand more because usually you don't get a lap dance. It's gonna get you, you feel me, to a certain place or whatever, and yada yada yada. But like a random chick in the mall, nah, that's stretching. That's stretching. That shit, it's like window shopping. It's like, oh, it's nice to see, but I gotta keep it G though.
I wanted to keep it, more of like a realistic, regular relationship example. But now I'm gonna ask Bino. All right, Bino, let's make it more. Let's turn it up.
Good evening. What's up with y'all?
What's up, bro? What's good with you?
What up, though?
So let's up the ante. You in the strip club with your old lady. Y'all see her join, y'all tossing it up on her. You know what I'm saying? She done gave you a dance, gave her a dance too. You turn up a little bit more with your old lady when y'all get back to the room. Do you think that's a conversation you can have with her as to why you did that based on the Coolidge effect? Do you think that's a conversation?
I really don't see like me in the strip club with my old lady no more. I ain't in that really headspace for all that. But back then, if I'm dead that serious, I wouldn't go to the strip club with my old lady today. I wouldn't even do that for real. But I can't remember doing it. And you said what the hell? Ask her why.
Let's make it more mellow. Let's make it more realistic for you, Bino. You and your
make it realistic now. But you said she asked why she asking why?
Because the women on the panel are saying that they, as women, they want the honest conversation to be had as to why your appetite sexually turned up a little bit more. That's what I'm asking you as a man in a relationship.
First of all, the type shorties that I dealt with or deal with, bro, I really ain't really. I'm gonna make it realistic, be real. Like the shit, like when we talk about the fat shit, I that's why I be real choosy because like motherfuckers be knowing my heart. But then you know what I'm saying, I'm a type tell my shorty like it look like you getting some weight. You feel what I'm saying? She ain't gotta ask me shit. You feel what I'm saying? and it be all love. So with the strip club shit, ain't no way in hell she gonna ask me why. But if
So
she
you saying
did
the type
ask
of
me why,
nigga
we
you
were
should
just at the strip club with hella ass around, babe. Like what the fuck? You already know what's up. What we talking about?
That's funny.
And you
But
know where that conversation gonna go, Bino? Oh, so you need that? Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, we've been around for 7, 8, 9 years.
I
Yeah.
don't.
But that
Yeah.
kind of goes within the line of porn. Like, I don't watch porn, but it kind of goes within the line of porn because you're seeing
That's what I
hind
said.
parts, titties, and if it's nude
Yeah, I
club, you
think
see
that
it all
was
the
a
time.
bad.
So
That was like a bad
So
scenario because
with porn,
being
No. Porn
like
don't
that
work. No,
shit.
porn don't
I
work
don't
like
think it's
that.
the same as in person.
yeah.
I
For
like
with
porn, but
so the reason porn is used is because I'm gonna get this first one out the way. So you ain't even about to know you stepping into number 2. That's what porn is used for.
Not any pre-gaming.
But now check this though,
Hey,
Tommy.
nigga, listen.
Bro, because the
Feel
whole
me?
strip club thing, bro, with the shorty thing,
That's
if you in the
funny.
strip club with your shorty and that vibe, like she knowing you as a man nature. She also respecting and loving your loyalty of the relationship. So she
Oh, my
engaging
bad.
with you in things that she knows your nature that will entice you out of like the appreciation, the love, and she
Yeah,
got like a fun side to her.
yeah,
That's what the dynamic of it when the couples go.
yeah.
So that sexual energy that's built up in that strip club is on purpose for when they go back home. In
Yeah,
reality.
so
Right.
I try to take my personal self out of it because I'm just not a strip club nigga. And the reason why I say
Yeah.
that is like I'm not trying to make myself special, but if I know I'm not about to smash, it just ain't gonna excite me. Like you just teasing. Like fuck
Yeah.
out of here. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it just never was one of them things where I was just and like where I come from too, we just don't believe in just giving our money to a broad for no fucking reason. That's just outrageous to us. Like
That ain't keeping it
when
playable.
niggas when I went to the South, we was looking at these niggas like y'all done lost your fucking like the fuck.
Yeah, it's definitely a culture
So
thing in the South for
yeah,
sure. So like in the South, it's not even going about looking at the joints to get on. It's about camaraderie with your fellas and the atmosphere where all niggas love
hey man,
naked
we go
women.
play basketball, my
And
nigga.
don't forget
We
about
go play
local.
hoop,
Now
nigga.
we do that too, but I'm just saying like a lot of people think that don't really fuck with the strip club. You think like, hey, I need to go and see some hoes. You can't even fuck. I get it, right? But
Yeah,
in reality, what really happens, you go with your fellas, and it's like a commodity. It's like a bunch of fellas around a bunch of naked ass women, and you got paper. It's like a lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying?
Not
yeah. No,
Nebraska.
I like so I get it, and I even lightweight respect it now. It's just like it was so opposite from where I came from
Yeah, I get it.
that
Yeah, I
like
get it.
you
I
feel
get it.
me,
where
like
you
because they
Yeah.
from?
even talk about from Oakland. So like
California.
okay, when we like so when we came up, you feel me? This shit gonna sound terrible, but our shit was AOB. It was all on the bitch. We gonna make her pay how she weigh. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
to this day, and like this why like when I came in this space, like my brain was like, what is you niggas talking about? Like I know chicks that pay niggas 5 bands to fuck with them, 20 bands, like God, not even playing.
What the fuck?
That's how niggas put it down. You feel me? Like that's how niggas popping it. So for you to go from that to go to a place where, and I ain't gonna lie to you, the South some tricking ass niggas. And the females tell us because when the bras from Cali go down south, oh my God, they are in fucking love. You niggas trick. And so for us, it's like like again, it's a different culture. So like we wasn't impressed by Big Meech and them throwing money. We was like, you out your fucking like the fuck. You get what I'm saying? But you kind of had to at a certain point understand, like, okay, they just get down that way. It is what it is. You feel me? So I don't knock it. It's just it's not what I'm used to. You feel me? Like we like I said, when we came up, we was trying to figure out how to get it out of them. Y'all niggas giving it to them. That shit was weird to us. You get what I'm saying? So
Get it out of them.
It's
So
weird
y'all want
to
the women to give them y'all money?
Yeah, that is weird to
we
me.
didn't want to. We was getting it.
That is
That's
weird.
crazy,
I lived in Cali for a
Yeah.
couple of
bro.
years, but
Yeah,
okay.
No,
the whole
we
strip
run
club
pockets.
thing is really like cause they got the shit in Cali, but they be on some white people shit. But like far as
Yeah,
some like
it's not.
black
You don't
people
see no
shit,
Atlanta type shit. It's
or
not
some,
in Cali at
yeah, or
all.
some black people
It's
shit,
not
that
in
shit
Cali.
is it's the South. But
Yeah,
but see, I think Tommy more that culture more on that pimp shit, right?
Bino. I went to
But
Atlanta,
SoCal is
right?
different though.
My
I lived in SoCal. It was totally different.
I lived in SoCal too,
yeah,
so
but they
that's
still
what I'm
don't have
saying.
a
Yeah.
strong strip. Well, okay. Number one, we like 5 or 6 hours away. So I try to explain this to everybody. If you go anywhere in the world and you go 5, 6 hours away, it's never the same. But everybody groups California all together because they think we all the same. LA started picking up some of that like pimp type shit from us, but Oakland and LA is two different worlds. We don't talk the same, we don't drive the same cars, we don't like it's completely different worlds. So that's one thing. But when I went to Atlanta, I remember we went to a strip club with my brother-in-law, and I'm sitting on the stairs, and so like the chick just walked over there and like stood next to me and like started dancing. And I'm not paying her no attention. She just a dancing to dance. And then she turned around and said, "That'll be $100." From who? And she like, "Oh, I did 10 dances." Bitch, who is you talking? Like, we was about to full-fledged get it. I'm like, bitch, I'm from East London. Who the fuck is you talking to? And like my brother like, "Oh, no, chill. And he cast her out. But I'm like, yo, this is wild. I ain't touch her. I ain't even damn near eyeball her. I'm in that motherfucker chilling. I'm actually looking at the ones that was coming down the pole doing the tricks. And she just sitting there just a dancing. She didn't even say nothing to me. She literally just sitting next to me.
See, your people was supposed to tell you was supposed to hit it with the smoky on the porch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Felicia, go ahead.
They was from out there where I was from. Like, so my sister and her husband had moved out there. So they didn't really know the culture and shit like that. But then, like, it threw me off. I'm like, wait, what? Like, it just come across like I'm getting played. Like if I'm at a strip club and I'm giving my money away. That's how it feels for me. You get what I'm saying? So again, I don't knock niggas that enjoy it because again, it's just not my thing. But that's what it feels like to me because I'm sitting there like I'll walk out the strip club. Man, when I went to the ATM, y'all gonna laugh at me. When I seen with that surcharge for the ATM, I swear for God, I'm not lying to y'all. I walked a half a block to the gas station to hit their ATM. You is not hitting
that's regular. That's regular.
You got me fucked up.
Yeah, we don't use ATMs in the strip club.
But see, just for like more clarity, like see in the South, like when mother go to the strip club, it'd be like an occasional thing if they don't really go. But if they are regular and they like and they hip, you feel what I'm saying? Like they ain't no old freak or some shit like that. There's a lot of business going on too amongst that when they going in there.
Yeah, that's
like,
what
you know
I
what I'm
heard.
saying?
Yeah.
Amongst the dancers, amongst whatever, amongst the social crowd of the people in here, status. It's a status quo, you know what I'm saying? Status
Then
quo
I heard
type of
the
vibe.
food be hella good.
Yeah,
So,
food, status quo type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you
and
feel
see,
me?
that's all shit that like I would have to learn because like in
Yeah.
my head, I'm not gonna go, oh yeah, they got the best wings over in this strip club. Like that's not something that's just normal for my way of thinking. You get what I'm saying? So
no, folks
but
don't
like
go
I
for
said,
the wings. Don't let them
but
lie to
see,
you now.
Yeah,
The
that's
wings
why
just
all
a
the
the wings just a exclamation mark.
A lot of
Yeah.
people do go to strip club nowadays for the food. I'm not.
Yeah, they'll go for lunch.
All
And,
right,
and so
y'all,
like when that was explained to me, that's when I started kind of respecting, like, okay, I got it. Cause like when I was in boot camp, you know, you got to go 3 months, you ain't smacking nothing. You feel me? So when we come out of there, we ready. So the first thing they went to the strip club, and I'm just in there like looking around like,
this ain't doing
and they just excited. They you know, cause you 3 months in there, all your checks are stacking up. So you got a couple of bands or whatever. And I'm just looking around like, this ain't doing shit for me. Like, it's wild. But then another weird part is every time I go to a strip club, one of the broads try to fuck me. So I mean, it's just it's weird.
What? How do we get?
Yeah, I was about to reel us back in, Jalen, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand where he was going. I was like, yeah, this is about to get dark. Back to the Coolidge effect, because now, again, because the last part of the Coolidge effect was that women also have this phenomenon too. So I'm curious, ladies, have y'all ever been out and for whatever reason been sexually aroused by another man while in a relationship?
Hell no.
Niggas is about to lie.
I'm keeping that shit 100. I ain't never been aroused by another man. Now, if we say
how many Strata, how many people are in here?
Well, then yeah, but a male
35,000.
It's just us.
18.
You should have said 600, Strata.
It's just us, yo. Man, fuck the people. It's just us.
Because she don't want to tell the truth, bitch. If you don't tell the truth,
Yes,
no,
I have. But yes,
Thank you,
yes,
thank you.
I
Why
have.
would you be out here lying?
I ain't gonna cap.
Y'all be saying it's lying when people be speaking their truth. That shit be crazy to me.
Listen, some women just like y'all got eyes. I'm no better than a man. I always be saying that because I'm no better than a man. When I see an attractive man, if he talks to me, I'm gonna be giggling.
Not her.
I think
That's
that's
my
due
fault.
to. I think that's due for a lot of reasons for you, but we're not gonna get on that. But we'll talk later. But go ahead.
We'll talk
And,
after or
okay,
whatever.
so let's
but
clarify.
yeah.
It's the difference between getting aroused and saying someone looks good.
If he looks good to me, I get a little
let's level
bit
set it for you, Shorty.
aroused. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. But let's
Yeah,
level
she
set it for you,
knows.
Shorty.
Yeah, Jada saying she knows exactly what she's saying.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
Like, 'cause I'm just saying that I've seen a dude that I'd be like, oh, he looks good, he looks attractive, but my pussy don't get wet. Like,
Right. We know, Shorty.
Okay,
We know.
that's
Everybody
Okay,
understands
so it's
that.
just different. Everybody different.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean, it
I
makes
want to
sense
ask.
though, because you gotta understand though, like sometimes like
I'm
a
with
man can be
Saul.
well put together, and all right, you look at him as a woman, all right, that man well put together,
That's not
and
aroused though, Stravana. Stop it. We know
no,
that's
I'm
not
not saying
Y'all
that's
know
what
what
I'm
aroused.
I'm
saying.
asking,
That's
bro.
I'm saying
Y'all
that's
know what I'm asking,
if
bro.
I'm out with a man, if I'm out with a man,
Mhm.
I really don't know what it would take for me to be like somewhat sexually like going off looking at another man. It's not gonna happen.
Impossible. That's not our nature. It's
Yeah.
not
It's not gonna
in
happen.
us. No, Jalen, if you really sit here and tell me that a woman in the only way that shit is happening is if you don't really like your nigga. So why are you with him?
Oh
Y'all
my
really
god.
lying
Yeah,
on
G.O.D.
I
real
don't
mode
be.
right now.
I'm
I'm sorry. I can't see nothing past tea leaves. It's nothing in this world can make me look past
That's
that.
amazing.
Can't look at another nigga
Gassing
and be
this
like, oh,
nigga.
Look
You
at tea
smiling
leaves.
too hard.
Nay, that's
Oh,
beautiful. I
fucking
think
Kool-Aid smile head
Got my
ass.
nigga up here blushing.
I
Why
think
you
that's a
over
beautiful. I think
here?
that's a beautiful thing. You know.
But
That
Jalen,
nigga happy as hell. Look at him.
Your girl
if
even in the
that's
chat saying she ain't
possible,
thinking about that.
if that's a thing, then why are you dating?
Let me ask Nay and Saudi a question.
I'm
That's real.
And Javonna, have you ever in your adulthood of dating men, have you ever been aroused by another man while you in a relationship?
No.
18, 19, 20, 21,
Like,
17,
the
nothing.
only time that I'm
No,
gonna get
let me tell you
aroused,
something. I'm too simped out for that shit.
the
Okay,
only
okay.
time I
That's
feel like
crazy
I'm
word. Not
gonna
simped
be
out.
aroused by that man
I'm too
is
simped out
if
for that.
the only
Let
time
me
I
ask a
feel like
different
you're gonna be
question, ladies.
aroused by that man
I
is
got
if
it. Fabino.
there's more things going on.
Let me ask a
It's
different
not
question,
gonna
then,
just be
ladies.
simply
First off,
It's no if. It's
Can I
either no or yes.
respond
It's no
to
if.
Nay though? Can
It
I
don't, it
So
don't
can I
matter the
respond to
reason.
Bino
please
real
do.
quick?
Please
Can
do.
I respond to
Yeah,
Bino
come
real quick
on,
before
little
you
sis,
slide
because
in?
I need to
Let's
hit
go,
it.
Jalen and then Javonna.
Because Jalen is
And it
really
don't matter
showing
the
the
reason.
different side of
It
her
don't
today.
matter the
I am
reason.
off.
Don't say
Go
because
ahead,
he
Jalen.
won't perform
I know
it.
Jalen
you're
got the
Don't
floor.
say because your
I
boyfriend when you dated
understand.
somebody that won't perform it, you want it don't matter the reason. Yes or no?
Right. Go ahead, Jalen.
Okay. Well, he said it's a yes or no question, so I
Oh
already
no.
answered.
Your response
No,
is
she
yes or
already
no.
said
Whatever
it.
caveat.
I'm
You
talking
good.
about for like Javon and Saudi and
All
then
right.
and they
Okay.
and they whole womanhood of a dating type shit.
No.
Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
I would
All
say
right.
for
You
the
said
whole
you said
womanhood.
no.
Okay, so for the whole womanhood, I'll be lying to you if I say no. In my younger days where I didn't know what I don't now, yes, that did happen. Cause I didn't know that you growing up, you feeling all these emotions and this and this. Yes, that did happen. However, now me as a woman, and if I decide I'm with this man, no, it's not gonna happen. Cause I'll tell you, we out, we having a good time, baby. I'm ready to go home. I'm on the hump. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Hey,
Yeah.
it's time for us to go. Like you want to call
Right.
you want to call the
No.
driver, the car, whatever you want to call. It's time to go. So yeah.
But before we go there, Jalen, you respond to light skinned Nate, and then I want Javonna and Bino to have that conversation.
No, I was just asking. I was just asking because I know it's easy to answer that today. I believe all of what they say today, but let's track the whole.
But I told you,
go ahead.
you back in the day. Then now, I told you, keep it
Yeah,
100.
yeah.
So Jalen, what was your retort to Nate?
Let me just say, I'm a child compared to all of you guys, so I'm still in my 20s.
Is she?
So
She has something for?
yeah, I'm in my 20s.
She got Similac and shit. It's cool.
The
Yeah, I got
salt.
Similac on my breath, neck.
The salt that
She
was
stepped on a
thrown.
Lego this morning that belonged
She
to
still
her.
got it behind her ear.
Yeah,
He
behind
go,
my
bro.
ear, it's everywhere. It's just like how the men operate with like seeing an attractive woman. It's just certain because another nigga turn. What?
Yeah, he's pretty much confirmed what you were saying, Jalen. And like, is the reason why you got aroused and was ready to go home. To Javonna's point earlier Was it because another man triggered that thought in you? The way it's like, nah, I got to get home to get to my man's.
Yeah, I'm not gonna think, oh, I'm gonna hump this man instead of my man.
Right.
That's not what goes through my head. What goes through my head is this man has attractive qualities that I'm usually attracted to on a man. Wow, this man is very attractive. I'm not gonna fuck him though. It's just I get aroused, and it's a temptation that you have to counteract because you're in a relationship. That's it. Like that's a normal occurrence.
But Strata,
not a normal occurrence, but all
I
right.
think the biggest difference, Strata,
but
is
based on the
Hold on, let's go Tommy and T leaves. Let's go.
I think the
Right.
biggest difference between the men and the women is if we see a ass, we ready to go. I think with women, it's more combo than it is the looks, because you can have the looks, and as soon as you open your mouth, that shit gonna dry all the way the fuck up. And it's some niggas that ain't got the looks, but if they got that mouthpiece, they could get it going. So I think it's not equal, because I think it takes more for the woman than it does for the man. The man, we good
The
to go.
original question was, have you gotten turned on by another man that
Bro,
wasn't your man?
Bro,
That's
if a woman
what
running
the
across
question was.
Chris Brown,
like,
when they go to these Chris Brown concerts, when they go to these Usher concerts, when they go to the Trey Songz concerts, and they do these motherfucking pictures, and they sign these autographs, they get aroused by another man.
No, hold on.
And go home to their man.
But the conversation happens through the music with them. That's what you're missing.
And the
you get what I'm saying?
They said
We didn't say how.
don't
We just
begin
said
attracted
we didn't say how. We
have
didn't
you
say
ever
how.
been
Did we?
attracted by another man while in a relationship?
We didn't say how. We just said aroused by another man, and the effect is that you know what I'm saying, you proud on your motherfucking man.
But Jalen, I think attractive and like getting turned on is two different things, and that's why I kind of made that distinction. Like
Bro,
I don't expect to be with any woman and I'm the last nigga they think is fine. That's dumb.
If Tank performs a song in front of me on his piano, I'ma be aroused. I don't give a fuck what you say. Even if I have a man, I'm going.
But
it don't matter. That wasn't the original
It do
question.
matter.
That wasn't the original
Now
question,
you're just
bro.
making it. No, fuck that. I'm not.
The original question was,
What do you mean fuck that? The original question has you get aroused by another man.
In a relationship.
But
while in a relationship.
So
Yeah,
I'll
in a
go back
relationship.
up. But see, I'll double back again. We can get that from just the look. Again, when you say Tank performing, that's the convo right there.
Thank you. That's why I said it's not in our nature. That man gotta
like that
But
shit
Jay,
is
all
crazy.
right, Nay and Sardi, y'all look at me. I'm right here, right?
When you get
let's
so
say
worked up
T
over a
leaves.
social conversation, you
dealing
gotta
with
relax, my nigga.
I got it. Watch
You
this.
gotta
watch this,
relax,
watch this.
bro.
All right,
Damn, it's not that serious.
Nay and Sardi, let's do this. T leaves take y'all to the Usher concert. That man bring them cherries out. He's singing that song you love. He on tilt. You feel me? You mean to tell me in that scenario, when y'all get back to the room, neither one of y'all are turning up a little bit more than you normally did?
That's not the same that you gave the first time.
Yeah,
but
We ain't talking about what was happening the
Make it
first
make
time.
sense.
It's the
Make it
question
make
now.
sense. But it's the thing, Saudi, that's all the Coolidge effect. Because what the Coolidge effect states is when you see something else that's attractive to you, that's outside of your relationship, you use that energy and it makes you closer to the person you with. That's the Coolidge effect. How we do it differs between men and women, but it's the same concept. You see something outside of your relationship that turns you on a little more. So, with that example of mine, do y'all still think that women don't have the same things in terms of being aroused by men as men do? And at an Usher
I said
concert.
what I said. My answer doesn't change.
Okay. Gotcha.
Now with that example, now if I'm with my man and I'm at a concert and I get aroused by the music, I'm going back to the room. But guess what? I'm gonna let my babe, let me tell you something. That music kind of like got me go. Yes.
It ain't just the music. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop with the half truth. It ain't just the music. Because if we was studied sing a fucking song, you ain't gonna get aroused to go home to your man.
Wait, no, if Big X the plug come on
That's what I'm
stage,
talking about,
you
nigga.
ain't gonna get around.
Ruben studied. Ain't nobody paying no attention to that, nigga.
Hold on, no.
Name one of the
Ruben
Isley
got
brothers
some
come on
hits now.
stage
You
singing.
gotta stop playing with my boy. Okay.
Vito.
Okay,
Vito.
Nay, how
Vito
about
gave
this?
that curveball.
Nay, if one of the Isley brothers come on stage singing "Footsteps in the Dark," you ain't gonna get aroused by them.
That shit fire though.
Singing
What
what?
you ain't gonna
But
get
ain't no arousal though.
Yeah,
That's
but
all
but
fire.
It
again,
all
is it?
depends on the song. Like,
But
I'm
again,
not
is
getting.
it the
Let me
man
tell
or
you
is it the
something.
song?
Usher,
Because it's the reason why when the
Usher's
ladies
not
come over,
ugly. But guess what? Usher's not my ideal man, so I'm not gonna get aroused off his aesthetic.
Usher ain't dark
That's
enough.
the
but
difference. His
the example,
music, okay, cool. What he's
it's
singing, that's different. But guess what? Now,
Yeah, like nice and slow, you know.
But what I'm doing is I'm trying to find examples so the
okay.
ladies can understand
But we
how the
Nigga
gave you
TV
Coolidge
about to
our
effect
think that's
works
all
with
then
men.
karaoke.
we gave you the answer, and now y'all trying to convince us to change.
No. I'm not trying to convince you to change it. What I'm trying to get you to
We're
see is
having
how
a
the Coolidge effect.
conversation.
We
It's
understand
called
the
group
answer.
conversation. We're not
Usher, we
convincing
understand.
anybody.
Yeah, I'm not trying to convince you anything.
It
What I'm
is what
telling
it
you is
is.
that the Coolidge effect, I'm trying to find an example that helps you understand how the Coolidge effect works
I
with men when it comes to
understand
women.
exactly what you're saying. What I'm
Right.
telling you and everybody on this panel is not going to change what I just said.
Understood.
So
We've
I
already moved
already
past
said
that part.
earlier that
I
they
guess
all got their own
everybody's trying to change
perspective.
what
That's
Saudi
it.
said. I
Yeah,
guess.
Yeah.
like
But
nobody's trying to
it's
change what you
it's
said, so we heard you. We're trying to have a conversation on the flip side because the Coolidge effect originally was brought up by how men react to it. So I'm trying to, because we have women on the panel, I'm trying to understand how the dynamic works with women because in the Wikipedia example, that's what it was speaking about. That this can happen to men and women. So I'm trying to
so the
find
way,
scenarios that how this works with women.
so the way it works with women, and I'm gonna tell you, right? The way it works with women, there has to be or it has to be some type of deep conversation. It can't just be like, I'm gonna look at him because he looked good, and then I'm gonna be like, boom, I want to go for my nigga.
and
No.
I said this
Yes,
earlier.
but and also, what's not gonna happen is we are not gonna be like, oh, let's go on my nigga. Oh shit, I'm kind of attracted
yeah,
to
you
this thing. Now
gone.
we didn't have a
Yep.
conversation. It's not the same. So for
Mm.
us to do that, it's gonna be a whole different scenario. It's not gonna be like I'm gonna go back home to my nigga. Now we on some shit like, damn, do I really want to be here? Because this
Yep.
conversation was deeper than that.
So this
Mo-
is what this goes back to my premise where you're not going to change the scenario to change what we said. Now, Jayla has her point of view and we have ours. That's okay. Every female doesn't operate the same, just like every man doesn't operate the same.
Okay,
Yeah,
the
but the
original question was, have they ever, huh? Have y'all
Yeah,
ever, huh?
have
Yeah,
they ever in
I think
history?
even like when I was a youngster, I would deal with other people's women. That wasn't a oh you fine. It was I talked them out the draws. So that's why I initially said like it's different for us because like when they said it's and most niggas know this. It's usually more mental with women than it is
Yeah.
physical. You could be
And
fine
that
all you
is
want to, and
why,
then you can open your mouth and fuck the whole shit off.
and that is
With
why
us,
cheating
that's
for
rare.
men and cheating for women are different. You
Yeah.
ain't got no business entertaining another nigga while you in a relationship.
Say some women, say the minority of women, say separate the word women. Don't say all women, can then turn to a whole nother, I
Yeah.
know for a fact conversation that's cat. So
Yeah.
we got to say some women or
No, I'm
something
not
this
gonna
time.
say no. For men, cheating is different than it
I'm
is
telling you.
for
But this
women.
is why I
For
said
some women. For some women,
All
they.
women, no, all women.
No,
this
I,
is why I
All
said
well,
earlier,
women.
it's different from the women that you're talking to.
All right.
Their perspective
I'll
and
let them hide in the shadows and let them be your
no, you right, Vino.
mascot.
I know
Okay.
a chick like that I was in the
Okay.
military with, and she's a cold one. Like she'll tell you straight the fuck up. But the reason why she sticks out is because she's so different than most women. Like she different. She literally moves like a nigga. And that's what makes her so different. Because most women, hell,
All I'm
most women, if
Tommy,
you
all
done
I'm
dealt with
saying is,
women, most of
bro,
them emotionally can't deal with what we do.
Tommy, all
Let
I'm
me tell you
rebutting is that they said that all women need some type of mental connection, something other for them to cheat.
well, we
And
already
something.
said
Wait. You're bugged. You just put a whole scenario in your head of something
all
that
right.
I
So
did
what you
not just say.
what
I
you say then?
said cheating between women and men are different. Women should not be talking to other niggas while in a relationship because conversation is what caused women to cheat. Niggas can cheat just off
Okay.
looking at a bitch. There is a difference.
Understood.
And
I get that.
and if the
That's fair.
conversation get
So
her,
you saying the
she's
conversation
gone.
has to happen with the dude,
So a nigga
but the
can see.
conversation got to happen with two people to cheat regardless.
No, but
Yeah,
this
but
is
the
this is different,
conversation
Bino.
You
when
having
it
a
comes to the
conversation
fellas,
with the dude because he
Listen,
look good.
Bino,
But
hold on,
Bino,
let me walk it down.
go
Slow
ahead.
down. All right, slow down on the chicken and the chips over there. Just listen
You,
to me, because
but
you're chewing too loud.
I heard what you
Listen,
said. You said women
listen,
shouldn't
Bino,
have the
listen.
conversation because that
Oh,
leads to
hell,
cheating,
that go
right?
Arnold.
Ain't that what you said? Ain't that what you
Listen.
said? And you
Arnold,
okay? So you just
No,
said
this nigga get
Bino,
up here, he
Bino.
still
Light
like,
skin. Come on, light
you
skin.
about to
before
say it
you
100
listen to me.
times and I understand it, but what you're
Listen,
saying
no.
still doesn't
A
connect
woman
because for
having
the
a
action of cheating to
conversation.
happen, the conversation got to happen regardless. A dude can look at a woman. Yes, and she looks good, so he has a conversation with her, and he cheats. The girl looks at the dude. He allows the conversation, so she cheats. So
But
this is
no,
what I'm
hold on.
arguing.
But
You said,
Bino,
you're
no,
saying what women
Bino.
shouldn't do. I'm telling you what women do.
But this is what you missing, Bino. A
Please.
conversation for the most part ain't gonna fuck a nigga up. You could
who
be
is
the
that?
goofiest bro, and for the most part, you still about to get this.
I'm
You
not
feel me?
missing
And
none
then
of
we could
that.
deal with.
I'm not missing none of
That's
that, bro.
Brandon?
Okay, but what I'm telling you is, with a woman, that's out. If you come across as a goofy, it ain't gonna be no cheating going on. It's gone.
Y'all putting all the nuances and leave it out. All I'm saying is she said all women don't need nothing but for the like you said, okay, of course he
Mm.
can't be a fucking goofy after she had a conversation, but she had a conversation with him in the first place, which we saying that's why we say cheating ain't just having the actual sexual act.
That's
First
what
of
they were
all,
saying though. You
she's
saying
having the
exactly what she was
conversation with him in
saying.
the first place because he looks good to her.
Okay,
So
Bino.
all things
It
have
don't
to be
always
true in order
happen
for that
like
to
that though.
happen,
I
right?
think that's what you're
Not at
missing.
all.
Like
Not
you
It
at
don't
have
happen
all.
like
women that
what?
hold
So
on,
how
Bino.
does a
Let's
woman
not get
cheat, Tommy?
Bino,
hold up.
You
That's what I'm
can
saying.
have
Hold up.
a
We're getting
cordial
lost. Time out, y'all.
conversation
Time out,
with
y'all.
somebody
Bring it
just
in. Bring
in
it in. Bring it in.
passing.
Bring it in.
You can
Bring it
just
in,
see
y'all.
somebody in passing and have a cordial conversation with them.
Bino, a nigga
You
will
Bring it in.
can, yes,
laugh
you
Bring
if
it
she
in.
can.
brought
Bring it
out her
in.
Yes,
Bring
you
it in.
drawers.
Bring it in. Hey.
Hold on, hold on.
Yo. Let's bring it back. So I don't want to have a conversation about the nuances of cheating because it's moving us away from the Coolidge effect, right? So the whole premise of this was to figure out exactly how y'all level set and how do y'all see the Coolidge effect working with women. So I want to get back to that conversation if possible. Now I know the women here, y'all are saying, hell no, y'all ain't going. Understood. I'm not even gonna try to move you off that. But my question to you all is, outside of yourself, when we're talking about women in general, do you all think that the Coolidge effect is something that women do as well? Because that's what Wikipedia said. Wikipedia brought this whole thing about men do it, but women also have this
So since
capacity.
y'all love to say minority and what is it? Minority and what's the other
Majority.
Majority.
majority? For the majority of women, that's not how it works.
Okay. What does it work that way?
Whatever effect does not affect us.
You don't think the Coolidge effect affects women, is what you're saying.
For the majority, no, I do not.
Nay, you agree with that?
You know what? I don't know. Like, this is
You might have to ask the question again.
That's
Y'all
I
get
heard
caught
the
up in
question.
talking about yourself. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't
Right.
understand how many dog ass women is out here, bro. Y'all get caught up always talking for yourself.
I am an introvert. I don't have nothing but 2 friends, bro. What you want me to do?
I'm just saying, y'all get caught up in talking. You saying all women? No, dog, man. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you how women operate on a cheating level, okay? But what I'm telling you is the whole Coolidge effect. I don't know.
Yeah. So this is what based this whole conversation. The Coolidge effect has been demonstrated to occur in humans across cultures and in both sexes. Again,
So I would say.
So the original idea is that this phenomenon is seen in animals whereby males exhibit renewed sexual interest whenever a new female is available and introduced. But even after the sex, they still have availability to their current partner. But the effect happens because they're more drawn to the person they're currently with. But this last sentence was what I was trying to mine out with y'all. It occurs across cultures and in both sexes. That's what I was trying to get the women to speak to.
So
just off of the stats and statistics, when it comes to women, I would say a majority of the women then.
Okay. What you got, Arnold? What's up, brother?
Hey, bro. Y'all niggas ain't never heard of the chick, your chick calling you after brunch because she ready to go? Ain't nobody ever heard that before?
Yes.
That happened to me before.
Oh, yo, chick come home drunk after brunch. She ready to go.
Yeah. He done had
That's
too many
the Coolidge.
mimosas.
That's the Coolidge effect.
Yes.
Yeah.
You done went out, got turned up in the club. Now you ready to go because you've been twerking on different.
Yeah,
Thank
she said-
you.
She said,
seeing the
run me that
vibes.
stick. Yeah, she said, run me the stick.
Thank
Type
you.
shit.
It's real simple. It ain't
So
complicated.
y'all don't think that happens with women?
I said what I said.
Y'all keep saying it's not complicated, but it's hard for us to exclude that. If we were talking about some general like we can see
Come here.
from the eye,
Nah.
then it would be easier for
Nah.
us to exclude
Y'all heard
ourselves.
that?
But
No,
not
hold on.
even
That's the-
Arnold.
That's fair.
That's
That's
the
fair.
part.
That's
Even
fair.
with Arnold
That's fair.
example, even with
That's
Arnold
fair.
example, you're inducing alcohol.
You
So
no, hell no, not always, Saw, because a lot of females, you cannot sit and say a lot of females go to the bar or go to the club and just be like, I'm gonna get pissy drunk and just twerk. Bitches really be going to the club just to show they ass and twerk and bend over. I've seen that out here. I
Okay,
can't
Nate.
speak for the
But
world.
Stay there.
the thing is, when we're talking about I don't know. Because this whole conversation is about to blow me. So I don't know.
Okay,
No,
so
but so like,
I don't know
nah,
why it's blowing you.
that's
Y'all
the
have
secret,
y'all
no.
have y'all
That's the
have the
secret, though.
premise that y'all don't do it. We understand that it doesn't affect y'all. We are speaking to a mass of people, a mass of
And
women.
once again,
So we
I
understand
said
y'all. So
I
it
do
shouldn't
not
blow
know.
you.
So, with that being said,
yeah, that's
what do you
cool.
want
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah.
You don't
I
know.
So,
say,
You
so,
blown.
so
We
I
get it. We got it.
say,
You blown. We know.
I say majority of the women have experienced it based
Thank
off
you.
of the things that are going on in today's world.
I like
Right,
it.
but
I
I'm
like
saying,
it.
but the part that the nigga that's like that get the smash at 3:00 in the morning when the chick come home, or 5:00 in the afternoon when the chick come home, is that it was niggas around, right? That she saw something, she was twerking, might have twerked on a whole nigga, and now she coming back to you. That's the part. That's the secret, my nigga. That niggas don't even think about.
It ain't a
That's the cool
secret.
stuff.
Right? No, but I'm saying, but chicks think it's a secret because even the chicks right here, not even fully understanding the whole concept.
Think all them women in the club doing that single and they just go home. They go home to a man. So even if it ain't you, how can it so hard to see it outside yourself when it's literally right there? It's 150 women. You think they all single on them men dancing, taking them drinks? No, they loyal to not cheat. They go home to that dude and put that what? Coolidge effect on his ass.
Yeah. That's pretty
Come
much
on,
the
y'all.
conversation
Come
I was
on
trying to
now.
level set the whole time. Like, yo, if it exists in both sexes, we have to be honest about it, not only being a one-sided man thing. Shout out to Maisha for bringing it up, man. That literally took us an hour and a half to
It did.
get through, man. And that was
Jesus.
beautiful. Shout out to Maisha, man. CJ, you should tell her to watch this
For
back, man. We
sure,
definitely
for
turned that
sure.
up.
I'm gonna tell her, hey, the first hour and a half of the whole show is just yo shit.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Nah, that ass. She literally brought that up. Again, we're gonna keep that up. So again, if y'all are part of the Facebook community, or if y'all know any of us personally, y'all got a topic y'all want us to tackle while we're going through our normal shows, we'll add that to the front of the show, and it's called the Watcher's Request. So if y'all got something y'all want us to review, something y'all want us to talk about, y'all can reach out to us personally. We'll make sure we put that at the top of the show. But now we're gonna get into the actual show and what you all are here for, I believe to be, outside of it being toxic. We're gonna talk about settling versus settling down.
Nigga, I forgot Nate got braces, bro. That shit threw me off. I thought something wrong with my damn screen, nigga. Oh, what the fuck? Forgot that nigga got braces. I can't fool him. I was about to talk shit.
She got them Bezos braces.
This is funny. So we're gonna get into the reflection part of settling versus settling down. So here's my first question to all of y'all, man. Have you ever looked back and realized you settled when you thought you were settling down? And let's start with Arnold, Tommy, Bino, Nay, Tea Leaves, and work our way back up to CJ.
So quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. Arnold, have you ever looked back and realized you settled when you thought you were settling down?
I haven't, but I probably realized that the chick probably was settling. Like I'll kick my coverage, and I'm like, yeah, she probably could do way better than me. But you know what I'm saying? We here.
Hey, that answers the whole plot twist, nigga.
Plot twist.
I respect it.
Arnold, that was real, nigga.
He said, yo.
He probably do better, but he here.
Hey, you know what? That nigga made my shit different, bro.
Damn.
I ain't gonna even lie. That nigga just flipped my shit too.
Oh, that is funny. All right, Tommy, what you got, bro?
Yeah, you know, as much as niggas think a super nigga, yeah, I got a duck or two in my you feel me? That
Yeah.
I would never show none of you niggas the pictures of. but they was
Yo,
good women, you feel me? But
that's
I look
real.
back now and be like, what the fuck was I going through in that time of my life? Shit.
That was
It's
some
one on right now
bullshit.
on my Facebook. She just got with a white dude, bless her heart. But whew, nigga.
Yo, bless her
Yeah.
heart is wild, bro.
So listen, it was I had some days.
So everybody got a mud duck or two. Bino, what you got, bro?
I
What you
say
got?
my first one, right? I'm like on right, and I wasn't going to speak on it at first, but I gotta say with that one, I gotta say I might realize she was settling, right? Because you just way ahead of the game than me on a whole adult mature level. So really, she was settling for real, same age, right? Now the second one, I caught myself settling it down, but I was settling, and it wasn't until I did both that I understood the two and the difference.
Tell me more.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
difference did you come to? Like, when did you be like, okay, here's the difference?
You know, it's kind of like we just did that shit Monday, or how I looked at settling down. You feel what I'm saying? I look at it like a success thing. You feel what I'm saying? A goal. You feel what I'm saying? Something that you happy and content with for the rest. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing. Where, you know, most of the time, like the whole settling down thing is like you giving up a lot. And you giving up shit, but I don't even look at it like as I get older, like even today, but not settled down. I look at a lot of shit like it ain't even giving up nothing. It's like it shouldn't be there no more, no way. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you.
Yeah,
That makes
I,
sense.
from my perspective, it was because I was a slut. So me settling down was like me just getting with one chick.
That's
You
crazy
feel me?
word.
Right.
But settling was me, and I know, you know, niggas on YouTube would never, but me dealing with shit that I normally wouldn't deal with. You get what I'm
Got
saying?
you.
Like, oh, bitch, you said what? And I'm still there. Now that's out. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, when you dealing with shit that you normally wouldn't deal with, or you let motherfuckers fuck with boundaries that you normally wouldn't, you know, let somebody. I think that's kind of settling. But
Okay.
settling down, like I said, that was me putting up my player pass for you.
Got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Tea leaves. Have you ever looked back and realized you settled when you thought you were settling down?
Yeah, man. Somebody talked about having a couple ducks in they pond. Well, that's my phrase, but now, yeah, when I settled, I tried to take what I saw saw the good. I tried to take the good that I saw and whatever negatives, whatever negatives that I saw or whatever negatives that I identified, I tried to work with that person on those negatives. And I realized that in hopes of trying to get a relationship and things of that nature, that you can't change people. They gotta want to change for themselves. And sometimes you can extend people too much grace when they don't need it, or things of that nature. So
That's
hopefully
fair.
that answered your question.
Absolutely. CJ, same question.
Realize you settled when you thought you were settling down. No, because I be dissecting motherfuckers too much. If I was in the mindset of settling down, that was definitely a conversation I had with that individual. So I ain't never felt like I was settling. Y'all know how I do. I break down a motherfucker like a math problem before I even get to that mindset. So no, I ain't never had that situation.
I feel you. So you
God
making sure
damn, boy,
before you
when that question came up, boy, I definitely thought of some homies.
Okay, well
Shit.
tell me about them niggas. Let's talk about them though.
Hey man, hey, because he said I could say his name. Shout out to my nigga Dejaquan, bro. Hey, my man was arguing with that lady every other day. Every other day, my nigga. It got to the point, yo, he was in the army with me, right? So it got to the point we was in Colorado at Fort Carson. This nigga got into an argument so bad. He calls me Still arguing with her in the car. He gets to where gets to my barracks. He's still arguing with her. She's out. She's in the background. I'm like, yo, where you at right now? He said, I'm about to pull up to your barracks right now, nigga. I'm like, for what? And I'm about to crash in your barracks. For what? Because I thought I've been going off, right? Mind you, they in the car together. So I'm like, how the fuck does that work? So then at a certain point, she just like, so you really gonna get the fucking car and don't give me no hug or nothing? Hold up. Y'all niggas is arguing. But yeah, you sit here saying you not gonna give me a hug or nothing. You're like, bitch, I'm finna hug you right now. I'm sweaty, I'm tired. Leave me fuck alone. She's like, I love you, bye. You're like, shut up. And then goes to my bed. Mind you, this nigga, we like 21, 22 at this time. Nigga, he's same age as me. He's married to her right now. You got a set of twins and a baby girl.
Why, CJ? You know why, right?
Nigga, that box must have been God tiered.
Fire.
So the way I see it is, he did all this arguing for years, right? He didn't marry her until she got pregnant with the twins, because they're the ones that came first before the baby girl. So I'm thinking like, yo, you really was arguing with this motherfucker for over 10 years before y'all finally got married, and only got married because y'all had twins. At this point, shit, you might as well stay where you at. So I feel like low key, that's your point, my nigga. You settled. You didn't settle down.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
I see there. Yeah, I see that.
I see what you did
You
there.
know what I'm saying?
Let's get Nay in there, and then we'll open it up to the entire panel if y'all want to give some more.
I think she on the phone.
Nay, you on the phone? You still with us, Nay?
Yeah, she on the phone.
She's still on the phone.
Yeah.
Yo, coming on camera to show me on the phone is crazy. That's diabolical. But it's cool.
Boy, am I going to? You think I'm not going to take a screenshot of that later?
Hey,
so listen, is it a point?
Thinking about so many niggas.
Let me ask y'all then. So is it a point? Do y'all think it's a point in a person's life where they gotta just settle?
I don't think you have to, but I think the mindset of a lot of niggas these days, especially getting on this YouTube, yeah. But if you feel me, if you confident in yourself and you know what you want, I don't think you ever gonna settle, and I think you're gonna get what you want. I think the problem with a lot of niggas is like what T Lee said, niggas try to change a motherfucker. And like I've been telling cats on this shit for years, bro. Like once you see something that you don't like, that's like a no, bounce. But it's just niggas want to stick around and for me, and like no offense to niggas, but the shit is feminine to me because I expect that of women. Like I tell people all the time, like once women see potential in you, they will try to mold all of that negative shit out of you. That's not from me growing up, that's not how niggas usually work. And like when we having these discussions and you hear niggas talk about all the stuff that they don't like, and in my head I'm just like, don't date somebody like that. It's that simple. Like if I don't like women that are like this, and this, I'm not gonna lie to you, like they damn near don't exist to me. Because once you act like that, you've cut yourself out of even being dated by me. So I'm not even looking at you like that. So for me, that's not even a problem. So the fact that niggas is complaining about it to me, like I take it back when we had the conversation with CJ in the Discord. And he was talking about the ratchets. And then he go, well, my girl, all of her friends are ratchets. Well, what's the chances if all of her friends are ratchets, she ain't got some ratchet
And
in
yo
her?
girl not.
And that's literally what you're complaining about. You're complaining. I tell people all the time, like, if you go buy a Mustang, guess what you about to see on the freeway all the time? Fucking Mustangs. It's just what happens. You know what I'm saying? So you tend to see what you're attracted to. And that's what it comes across to me when I hear a lot of these guys like complain is like, I think you lightweight kind of like when I liked ratchets, I didn't complain. I wanted the ratchets. I wasn't mad. I knew what I was
phase like that.
Yeah, like I knew what I was signing up for. But to this day, ratchets don't exist to me because if I see you and you carry yourself a certain way, you know got the green, the purple, and red here, like I'm not knocking you. I'm not even talking shit about you, nothing like that. But dating ain't even gonna come across my mind with you. And so if that's not gonna come across my mind with you, what am I complaining about you for? You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not complaining about women that weigh 400 pounds. I'll never date them.
You ain't dealing with them. That's fair. That's fair. So settling definitely has to do with the options you choose. Let's get to the next question, still in the same vein. We're talking about reflections now. All right, let's go. Arnold, Tommy, Bino, T. Lee, CG, and CJ and Name. So Arnold, do we romanticize settling down to avoid confronting the fear of being alone? So we hear
Nah,
dudes online talking about, yo, you got to settle down. Is it because they afraid of being alone?
nah. I think as far as men go, settling down is like to give you like a more sustainable life,
Okay.
right? Because like you see a homie, he a wild nigga, like you like, hey, bro, you need to settle down, bro. Nigga, like that chick 2 chicks ago, you know what I'm saying? The one that used to cook, nigga. Where's she at, bro? You know what I'm saying? That's the one you need to go find because you out here, you about to crash out the way you moving, bro. You done had chick that you forgot the chick name, you know what I'm saying? You done gave one chick the wrong car keys and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all kind of bullshit going on. Like you tell your homie, hey, you need to settle down. That's like a damn near fucking safety net, bro. Like get your ass
So,
out the streets.
so I got a question for you, Arnold. Do you think that settling down for men happens independent of women?
I think it's simultaneous, bro. I feel like once the dudes flip that switch and that's just how they moving, it's like okay, that's just part of settling down for a dude.
Okay.
It's hard. I guess I ain't never seen a dude say I'm gonna settle down. I'm gonna go sit in
Hell
the house.
no, them niggas don't settle down to they old. Niggas don't settle without a woman. Niggas don't settle down to they old and broken. I done seen it. If niggas is 60 and still up and bopping, they still popping. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't settle down without a woman till they old and broken, bro.
Oh
Without
shit.
a woman, yeah. I guess I'm saying I ain't. Have I
And
ever
when I
seen a
say
nigga?
broken, I'm talking about physically broken. I ain't talking
Yeah,
about
but
emotionally. You feel what I'm saying?
have I seen a settle down nigga like a popping nigga, not no corny nigga, like a
That's
popping nigga that didn't have a
crazy.
chick with him? You know what I'm saying? Like the
Mm.
niggas that's like, oh, like you corny, that's one thing. But if you just a popping nigga, you're not settling down by yourself. You're not sitting in the house watching TV on your own for no reason.
Mm. Okay,
Nah,
so that's why you saying it's a choice because if you popping, you popping. So you're saying that if a man is quote unquote popping, right? Let's say the super nigga. So the super nigga's out here, he up. You saying if he settles down, it truly is a choice because he don't have to.
Cause he don't have to, yeah.
Okay. Okay. What you think, Bino?
Yeah, but I just don't even want to say it's just the super niggas. Any nigga that
Any
got
nigga,
it,
yeah. You got
yeah,
motive.
yeah, that you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Okay. Let's get Tommy in on this. Tommy, do we romanticize settling down to avoid confronting the fear of being alone?
um, I say like like what Arnold said, like when you got motion, I think it's a choice because even if we got motion, we understand it's not a sustainable lifestyle. Like
Okay.
like when I look back on those days, I'll be like, I had a lot of energy. Like you gotta text three, four bitches. You gotta keep up with this and that. You feel me? Like the conversation alone be draining because you could have a cool 2 hour conversation with one, right? And 5 minutes later, the next one will call. You be like, God
I do
damn.
shit all over again. That's a
You feel
fact,
me?
boy.
Like, so,
Facts.
and so it's just like when you really out there, you understand that that shit is draining. So you understand that it's not as sustainable, and then you just understand that at a certain point, I'm gonna have to reel this in, and you feel me. If I come across a good one, I'm gonna just you feel me. I'm gonna try to thug it out with her. But then you got like when I go to the military. And niggas is married at 18, and I'm scratching my head because I'm
Oh
like,
God.
never heard of this shit before. What the fuck? Like,
Don't even
what?
know her favorite color, bro. They was
You know what I'm
married.
saying?
Straight
Like,
out of
so
basic.
it's I think that question is like based off of options because I think like what Arnold was saying, like I don't want to talk about but the loser niggas, like they're moving out of scarcity. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's the part, especially on these platforms, that niggas don't speak to because niggas speak as if the coochie is just available to everybody. And it's just like we're starting to see that it's not. And which it was weird for me because I thought it always was like that. But when you hear niggas talk, it ain't moving the way you might think it is. And
Mm.
so I think a lot of these niggas is moving out more out of scarcity than than selling, then moving like what I just said, like, okay,
Right.
They
I got
selling.
certain things like this.
They settled. They settling or settled.
Yeah.
They ain't settling down, but they doing the
They
opposite.
settled.
Well,
They
they kind of
they
naturally
settling.
settled because
Yeah.
Yeah.
again, it's like when I first got in this space and I heard these niggas talking about the de-discipline thing, and I said, you're not about to have a dude at 18, 19, hormones going through the roof. They got motion. That's about to have this. It's getting tossed to him left or right. Is it possible? Absolutely. But 99.9% of the time, it ain't happening, dog. And I think some of these cats don't understand how it can be tossed to you sometimes. And so I think
Okay.
that's why I like this term of super niggas come up, because I kind of get, like, when niggas was telling me I live in a different world, I get that now, because like I understand that, like, certain niggas when they post, like, I'll use social media, when they post selfies on Instagram, they not getting the responses I'm getting. And for
Oh,
me, I don't look at myself as being special. That's just regular to me. But now I'm starting to understand that, like, I use the example that the app Bumble, I think it was, where the
yeah.
women had to speak first.
Mm-hmm.
And it was regular to me. And then I seen an ad for it. And all I saw was niggas in there complaining, the women never respond. This app, and I'm like, nigga, my inbox cracking. What y'all talking about? So that kind of showed me the
That's
reality
funny.
of a lot of niggas' situation. Because I've said it before, I got ugly partners that's cracking. So I don't understand this scarcity mindset. I done accidentally got coochie before. Like
With
God
that,
had no intentions and was like, damn, I smashed. You
with
get
that
what I'm
ugly
saying?
partner
So,
crack on Bumble though.
huh?
With your ugly partner crack on Bumble though.
That's a good question. I don't know. Like, I was the only one that tried it because I was just out catting and I seen it. I'm like, oh, let me see what's up with this. That's a good question. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, I think I think that just depends on the man though. I think, some niggas, if you're moving out of scarcity, you're not really making the decisions. Your options is making your decisions. But I think if you
Okay.
got motion, you're making that decision and you're determining when you want to settle down.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Bino, same question. Do we romanticize settling down to avoid confronting the fear of being alone?
Nah, man. I mean, I don't really want to keep. I don't really want to sound like an echo chamber, because what Arnold said, Tommy bounced off Arnold, and I agree with Arnold too. So I agree with Arnold and Tommy.
I respect it. I respect it. Tea leaves. What's your take? Do you think we romanticize settling down to avoid confronting the fear of being alone?
Um, y'all work with me on this one because while y'all was talking, I was thinking through it. So if it
Oh, you
sound
good,
off, y'all
bro.
could tell me.
You good.
So I'm thinking about, I would say no to answer your question directly. I don't think it is romanticized, because even the guys that we talk about, the guys that are talking about, you know, they're complaining about women, they can't get women, things of that nature. It doesn't mean that they can't get them at all. And I think sometimes, or majority of the time, what happens is they get in relationship with these women that people think that they're settling for.
Mm-hmm.
I think that an epiphany happens because I think sometimes the dynamic is you get with that woman, you start focusing on that woman directly. And what you realize is once you focusing on that woman and you're not focusing on anybody else, other women start becoming a little bit attracted to you because you're not giving them that attention. You're not giving them that it was that aura of like, oh, I want to be with you. Like you focused on what you got if you quote unquote settling. And then
Gotcha.
those guys in those relationships start to realize like, or they'll see like, wait, I'm getting attention now that I got a girl and now that I'm doing what I'm doing, like I'm getting attention now. And then, it comes to a decision time. Like, do I really
Mm-hmm.
want this girl or do I, you know what I'm saying? Or do I? So I think it's really just based off of like that person. Like the thing that pops into my head is I'm not ready to settle down. I'm still out here moving and shaking, things of that nature. Like I'm not ready to get married or have kids or whatever that thing is. So I was working through a lot of different parts while y'all was talking,
Oh,
but
you
I think,
good.
yeah, I think it's no ultimately.
Let's take a look at this song real quick before I get CJ and Nate's opinion on the question. So this is Dave House, the One Woman Man, and in the hook, he says, "Seeing you reminds me of all the nights I used to beat it up. I'll do it again, but I can't. Everything is different now. I finally have settled down and became a one-woman man. Now, he goes on to talk about long
What?
gone are the days where he ran the streets trying to get laid. And now, girl, it's nice seeing you, but I got to go home to my baby. So, based off that premise of what he considered to be settling down to be a one-woman man, do y'all think that it's because there's a fear of being alone or what?
Well,
So I guess that's different, bro. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Tommy.
well, I was gonna say, let's just even think of the most anti-relationship man that you could think of, a pimp. They even usually have a plan to settle down with their bottom. So again, we all understand that a certain lifestyle is only gonna last for so long when you got motion like that. I think most guys aren't dumb enough to think I'm gonna just be running through these women, my whole life. Now, some of them, they may, and some of them do, but overall, most guys understand one day I'm gonna have to chill out on this because that lifestyle is really hard to sustain, especially when you start getting older up in the years. So even a guy that is literally almost the antithesis of a relationship, even they eventually, plan to settle down because it just, again, when you run around like that, it's too draining.
Okay. I like that. CJ, let's go to you with the question. Then we're going to go Nay and Saudi. Do we romanticize settling down to avoid confronting the fear of being alone or uncertain about what's going to happen to you in the future?
All right, so first off, I don't think men romanticize that shit at all. If the average man knew he can just casually just get women on a regular, he wouldn't give a fuck about settling down. And then you got the men that can do that and eventually only settle down when they get old. See how that works? So no matter what, in most cases, most motherfuckers don't really want to settle down. There's those one-offs that they get into their 30s and 40s and they want to settle down. Then you got those fucking overachievers that want to settle down by the time they graduate fucking high school. Fuck y'all, by the way. But for the most part, nah. The average no man is really romanticizing settling down because when y'all talking about settling down, we talking about getting to one woman, getting married, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. When we doing all that shit, that man don't give a fuck about the ceremony event of the wedding and all that crap. He don't care about that shit. He care about that shit. The woman. All he care about is that this is one of those things that he knows that's gonna make her happy. So he's doing it because it's gonna make her happy. Otherwise, he wouldn't do it. So that romanticizing thing is not something that he is doing because he wants to romanticize something. He is only doing it because she wants that. That's the only reason why he's even doing that shit. Now, if I'm talking about myself personally, this ending part hits a nerve because it says to avoid confronting the fear of being alone or uncertain. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about being alone and single. I'm cool with that. You feel me? I will happily die alone, peaceful, rich. I don't give a fuck. I can't take the money with me anyway. So I don't care. I got a kid. So as long as she's good, I don't give a fuck. I'll die alone.
Me too, CJ.
You know
See, I settle for that. That's how it is.
Boom. You see
Before
what
I
I'm saying?
settle with a motherfucker because I'm just settling. Before I settle with somebody because I'm scared to be alone, I will settle with being alone. Fuck out of here. I'm with you, my
What a
nigga.
God. So for me, anytime, pretty much every time, not anytime, every time I'm in a relationship or if I decide to get in a relationship or whatever the case may be, I'm purposely deciding to be in this. So I'm not just, I'm in a relationship because I don't want to die alone. I'm in a relationship because I feel alone. No, me choosing to get in this relationship is purposely being done because I genuinely want to be with this woman.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, shit ends. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, my heart is broken. I hate the world. I'm a end my no. If it's over, it is what it is. Because I already had the mindset that hey, this shit don't work out. Fuck it, I'm good.
You good either way.
Yeah.
What you had with a follow up, brother?
So I guess the way that song go, bro, he low key he giving up his player card. So like what he like is conceding in that song is that he not about to risk losing his current chick. So that's a settle to a certain extent where like, man, like the like me risking this, like I'm not gonna risk this by keep smacking my side chick. Right? I'm gonna get that part up. That's the part where he's like, oh, that's the part that he's giving up in the game. And that's what he worried about. So I don't think he romanticizing nothing, but he knows consequences to his actions. And he found one that's not worth, you know what I'm saying?
Risking those risking that shit. Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I agree with you, CJ. I don't think a lot of people understand how many dudes don't mind being dolo. Like it just, and I'm not saying that to knock women or nothing like that, but especially if you're a nigga that got motion, listen, as long as I'm a phone call away from getting what I need, I could be in here with the Xbox or whatever, and I'm at peace. I'm chilling. I ain't gotta wake up and worry about this. Like a lot of niggas can live like that. That's why they put the little memes up and everybody laugh where they say all a nigga need is like a folding chair, a TV, and like an Xbox, and they cool. And people don't think
Good.
that's true. And I swear to God, that's true. Like I've told women, like, you think all this furniture in here is because of me? Nigga, I don't care about this couch. Like my partners that clown me before I had a 1 bedroom and nigga, it was no couches and nothing. Nigga, we had a couple of lawn chairs. You better catch one of these chairs or get on this carpet. Nigga, like, fuck you mean? You feel me?
See, exactly. I've said that before. I said a nigga could really have a nightstand TV, his game system, and a fucking big ass beanbag chair. That nigga's happy as fuck. Like, you don't even know. He chilling. Cause you know what's happening? The only thing that can really stress that nigga, that individual man, is that fucking system, bruh. Cause if he go to work, he ain't gonna stress, but guess what? He getting paid. He get home, he gonna play that game. He gonna get pissed off on Call of Duty. He gonna get pissed off on whatever game he playing. Venus. But at the end of the day, guess what? Guess what he can also do with that game? He can
Hey,
cut
Venus.
that bitch the fuck off, bruh. He's still good. He good. If he got to deal with a woman
Oh,
and he's single, he got to deal with her for the moment. I'm gonna
So
get my rocks
Hey,
off, then you
right.
go on about your
the
day.
words,
You see
So
what I'm
hey,
before
saying?
I move the
the words niggas gonna die on when the chick say, "Don't you want better for yourself?"
Man, I had a woman say it to me hey man, don't do that. Don't do that. That shit pissed me off a little bit. Like,
nigga got
she said,
triggered
don't you want
again.
better for yourself? I looked at her, I said, what can you do that would be better than what's going on in my life right now?
All right. So this is my question to you. I'm gonna go to Saudi and Nay.
What's up,
So
Venus?
CJ and Tommy, based on what y'all saying, do y'all also agree with Arnold when he said earlier that settling down is independent of the woman?
Yeah, well, okay. Again, that depends because, like he said on the song, right? When you outside, sometimes you might come across that woman, and she uh has certain attributes that you see that you can rock with, and
Mhm.
sometimes that will put you in a okay, you know what? I don't want to mess this up type of situation, but
Right.
it's still a choice. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like it's not a I have to or this that and other because the same way that what was that David Hollister? The same way
Mhm.
he decided to do that, it's a whole lot of us niggas that could tell you how we fucked that up by not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
I
hey,
look,
see what you're
a
and
nigga
look,
can
and then
name
Tommy,
names like
I know the women ain't gonna like to hear this, but he did the best thing he can do, and he gonna go home and do the what effect? Coolidge effect.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He gonna go home and do
yeah,
the Coolidge effect. You feel what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, you know what I'm
But I
saying?
mean, yeah, it's just like, and I'm specifically, and I don't know why I'm just a colder individual, and I just say like, if I make certain decisions, I can live with it and just it be all right. You get what I'm saying? And to the point to where motherfuckers think I don't even care. So if I had a good chick and I fucked it off, like I'm not one of these niggas gonna be like on somebody panel going, oh, I messed it up. I'm like, yeah, I fucked it up. All right. I just and it don't mean like I don't care.
Wow.
It's just like I'm not about to dwell on this shit. But
You
again,
can't
I
cry
don't
over spoiled milk for
you
what?
feel me?
We don't do that.
So yeah.
We can cry with spoiled milk. We don't cry with spilled milk,
I
but
mean,
go. But I
spilt
got
No,
milk.
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
my
Yeah, yeah,
fault.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Cause
Beanonism. You know
The
how I go.
Beanoisms. Yeah,
Binonism.
cool.
well,
Yeah.
say yeah, cause
The
you pour that spoiled
Beanoisms. We
milk in
get
that
it.
cereal, you about to be hot.
That's why we
Yeah, we
fuck
don't
with you,
cry
Bino,
over
so we
spilt milk,
understand
man.
you.
Yeah.
Saudi, same question. Do we romanticize settling down to avoid confronting the fear of being alone? You on mute, love.
You on mute.
I feel like for women, yes. Just because we do have like a lot, like we have family telling us what we should do. We have like the movies growing up, like Cinderella. So it's like and then we have like our biological clock that's ticking. Where that's something that we I'm not gonna say most, but some. I don't know if I could say, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like we do. So yeah.
No,
That
that's
is
true
the same
though.
question. That is a bar. That's a fucking bar. That's actually leading my next question. I'm gonna get to Nate before I ask y'all the next question. But she actually segued perfectly to it. But since Nate been on the phone, we're gonna give her a chance to talk. It's all cool. She just,
They go
you know what I'm
here
saying, put her
arguing with the
bloody ass
IRS.
shoes
You know
on the
better.
whole SPS Raw Bunch house. It's fine.
And
Bro.
she was
You
talking
got
smack
it.
too. You could tell.
God, damn, right. Talking crazy.
I don't even be. That's crazy. That is
cool.
wow.
No, we still.
How y'all know I went on the phone with my pastor?
You was yelling
If
at
you
that
cussing
nigga.
at your
Smack to your
pastor like that,
pastor
then
is
it's
You was on the
something
phone with your
wrong.
pastor talking like that. You
Talking smack to your pastor, and I
That's
believe
still
you ain't
wrong.
far. You ain't far removed from
Hey,
doing some shit like that.
sometimes he could get it
Pastor,
too.
I
Just
gave
hope not.
$50
Hey, listen.
last week to
No,
tithe.
okay,
What do you mean to tell me?
enough of Nate, okay?
last minute,
Enough of
Pastor.
Nate. Enough of Nate. All right.
Don't call me by no mac
That
and
nigga
cheese
said
last
my
minute,
pastor. You dug your
Enough
own
of
grave
that.
with that.
To answer the question, Jesus.
Do we romanticize settling down to avoid being alone, or the fear of being alone, or because you don't know what's gonna happen next? So we
So
say,
when you say we, are you saying like the world, men and women, or are you saying like
speak to women like Saudi did. I like how Saudi gave us a different perspective.
for the
Speak to
women?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We want what we want. We want that white picket fence with the house and the kids and the dog and the birds chirping early in the morning. Like we want, like Saul said, we want the princess life.
Tea leaves, take notes. Oh yeah, you almost got money.
Look, you remember they're insatiable. Remember.
Whoa, we didn't say that. So we didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm sorry. I love you, Saul. I didn't say that.
I never said that either. Don't do that.
You kind of agree.
My bad.
I had no choice. But that
My
was in my
bad.
head.
God,
who that right there? That's funny.
That's funny.
Who?
Oh, okay.
It was
Tripping.
Arnold.
I can't see. That shit's so small. Get old, boy. Eyes.
That's what
That's why you need to settle
majority
down.
of the women want, right? That's we
So y'all
we do romanticize, I want the family, the marriage and all that good stuff, but I'm not just gonna settle because I want to settle down. Like I ain't just going for anything. I got
I want to answer this question first.
Understood. Now, Nate, we're gonna start with you and work our way back up the panel and snake it back up. Pause. Of course, come on, man. You've been gone talking to your pastor and shit. We gotta get all your insight before you call back, because the building fund is due. We gotta catch you for the building fund. He's gonna hit you back. So
I was the pastor. I was the pastor talking to the sanctuary. My bad.
Yeah.
Lock the doors.
That's what it looked more like that. It looked like lock the doors too.
Lock them doors. CJ, lock them doors.
Hey, think I won't. I'll be on the outside of them, but I'll lock them.
All I gotta do is give CJ an all-star meal and he gonna let me out.
On God. Ties in office, my nigga.
Be no lock the doors. This bullshit. So back
get
to
that
the
fucking
question.
waffle out my face. Doors is locked.
We need them contributions type shit. All right, so Nate, this is the follow-up question. Again, this one Saudi kind of alluded to. Does the pressure of settling down, do you think it comes from the culture, our family, or your own biological clock? What do you think makes women, I want you to speak to the women, what do you think pressures them to want to settle down more? The culture we currently in, their family members, or their own biological clock?
You said the culture that we're in right now.
Yes.
Ooh.
I know I got them SAT questions and shit. Oh, y'all thought I was gonna get up here bullshit, huh? Nah, nigga. You gotta think.
Wow.
Gotta think.
Ooh, I ain't gonna say it's they family because a lot of black women ain't married. I would say their biological clock.
Okay. So you think they clock is what makes them want to settle down?
Yeah.
For women. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. Why do you think so though? Why don't women just ignore their biological clock? Like, fuck it. I ain't getting the results I want. Fuck this biological clock. I'm out. Why do you think the clock makes them want to settle down so bad?
Because they start seeing, well, first of all, they done got lonely. Like they're lonely.
There you go. That comes first.
It's again, majority of the women don't want to die alone. Like at some point, some women, I ain't gonna say some women, I'm gonna just leave it at women. Women are willing to settle for anything. Like it's like from my anecdotal experience, from me seeing, I've seen women just settle for anything because they got lonely. They wanted to have a kid. They wanted to have that marriage, but they didn't have the resources around them and the positive marriages and relationships around them to know what to do, how to handle things, how to go about things, how to handle themselves. Like all they knew was, we finna go turn up every Saturday and Sunday. We finna go outside and party. We finna go hit the block with the, like, so before they know it, now you about 38, 40, and you still lonely as hell with no kids.
Okay.
Or lonely as hell with them.
Yeah. Because them kids ain't the company you're looking for type shit. I feel you. So you think it's a biological clock. Saw the same question for women. What do you think the pressure comes from for women to settle down? Do you think it's the culture we living in, their family, or do you think it's the timelines?
I want to say,
Damn. Christ.
That echo went across everybody, didn't it?
My bad.
Message.
I want to say that it is. Can I give two answers or no?
Do your thing.
Okay, I want to say that it's more so like the biological clock, like just having that urge to like have a baby and recreate with someone. And then I also think it's sometimes more so like to uphold society standards for like that image.
That's what you think motivates women to settle?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. That makes sense. Arnold, what you got? Let's talk about
Nigga,
these
like
men
he opened up a
folks.
fucking box of shoes or some shit.
Right, this nigga doing a whole unboxing and shit.
Bro, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think the chicks want the kids. So like when they get to that point, bro, like niggas is a dime a dozen, but like they might start struggling with the concept of not having kids. Right? And they say like that baby fever stuff. And like, most of the time it's attached to a nigga in some kind of way. It's the new chicks, bro, that'll go get a baby out the thin air, you know what I'm saying, on their own. That's a whole different move people making right now. But it's usually if they want the kids and the nigga just come along with the kids.
Okay, Dr. G.
But now you got to answer for the men though. What do you think pressures men the most? Is it culture, family, or our own biological timelines?
To settle down?
Yeah.
What pressures men to settle down?
As men.
I think it's usually like just your values. Because, it's the numbers are the numbers. So every dude not really just thinking about settling down. Because I don't think the dudes have the same biological clock or they even want kids as bad as women do. So they don't have no like, oh, I need to do this by X time. So that don't kick in for dudes to me.
Okay. So what do you think it is then?
It's I guess for me, like like certain like classes of people, it's just part of their culture.
So you think the culture influences men to settle down?
Yeah, like it's you. Like imagine if you was like the playboy in the family, and they looking at you like a black sheep.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying the culture's like, all right, bro, what we doing now, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? All right, dog. Like you been, what's up, them kids and that? I see what you're saying. That's fair. Tommy, same question for men. What do you think the pressure comes from men to want to settle down? Do you think it's culture, family, or our own timelines and our own mind?
To be 100 with you, I think the only time it's pressure is when you in like certain situations, like
Okay.
trying to be like a politician. If you're in them circles where being married is a status quo, I think that's where the pressure come in. I think outside of that, um, a lot of that depends on like the family you come from. So like for me, I came from a two-parent household. So for
Right.
me, that was always the landing for me was like, okay, and if I had kids, I might, all that stuff. I can't speak from the mindset of somebody who came from a single parent home because I didn't. But for
Right.
me, even though I was doing what I was doing, it was always the mindset that eventually we gonna chill this out and I'm gonna do what moms and pops did. You get what I'm saying? And it
Gotcha.
wasn't necessarily a pressure. Like I had little goofy situations like my mom and pops got into it because my mama called me a slut or whatever, and whatever the fuck. You get what I'm saying? Like
That's
I
crazy
was
work.
wild. You get what I'm saying? Like
Your
I was
mom slut
outside.
shaming you is hilarious, bro.
I listen. I was outside.
I
Like
ain't never heard that in all my life.
Oh
I
shit,
was
that's funny.
listen. I was moving.
This man was a whore.
I went to my sister's wedding. I was counting down the yeah, but yeah, it's so I think it's just I think somebody said earlier too. I think it's kind of a value thing too. I think the difference between like with the men and the women though is I think like I can be single around niggas that's married and I don't give a fuck. But I think a lot of women, if they're
Mm.
single and they're around married women, there's a pressure that they will feel. You get what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
as a man, I'll look at all that negative shit you got to deal with and be like,
Oh
you
God.
feel me? You get what I'm saying? But I think for women, like even having that ring, like niggas don't go around talking about nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's a status thing for women. You get what I'm saying? And then I was able to tie a nigga down, yada yada yada. So for women, that's an actual status thing. For men, I don't think so much. So like I said, I think for men, it's kind of it's a value thing. Is where you come from. Again, I came from a two-parent household, so for me, even though I was doing what I was doing, like I'm gonna keep it solid with you. I'll tell people this: I had got to a point to where I got scared I wasn't gonna be able to get to that point because I had became so desensitized that I dealt with the woman. And as soon as I was done, like I was done. I didn't want to hear your voice. I didn't don't call my phone. Like I was done.
Right.
And I had to go chop it over my pops and be like, yo, like I'm kind of psyched out right now. You get what I'm saying? But again, that was based off the fact that I always had this finish line. Like, okay, eventually we gonna tone this shit down and we gonna get it together. So a nigga that might not have that finish line might not even went through what I went through in that situation. You get what I'm
That's
saying?
fair. That makes sense because that ain't on his purview at all. That's not his priority list. Let's go Bino, T, and then CJ. Same question. Does the pressure to settle down come from our culture for men, our family, or is it our own timeline?
I don't really think that's a one answer or another. I think it's a mix
Yeah.
for me. I would say for men, probably gonna have one is the family dynamic. Probably come from a family dynamic of marriages. So it'll be family pressure, continuing on the legacy and that tradition or whatever, however your family set up, if it's that for a man. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, I gotta go with Tommy. It'd be more like where you at in life, like a success thing.
Culture.
You be in these certain environments, you get to these certain levels of success. And I don't necessarily think it's the pressure because the ones around you are married, but I think it's the pressure like because to get to certain levels of success, obviously your mentality has to be a certain way,
Yeah.
right? So a part of that mentality is including that success will be settling down and getting married with a woman. and you know, creating your family dynamic and creating your family legacy and shit like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
T Lees, what you think, brother? Where is the pressure coming
Um,
from for men to settle down?
so I think ultimately the answer I came to was the timeline. I came to timeline because I think what happens sometimes is we'll have a timeline in our head of how we want to handle things. Like we may not be where we want to be, and we working that out as we going along through life. And then if we end up getting in a relationship, sometimes that timeline can clash with the woman that we're with. Um, on the flip side, sometimes a woman could come in and she pretty good, and I'm willing to change my timeline on things because she's come in and been, so great, right? So I I think majority of it has to do with timeline. And then sometimes too, like I said, if you have a kid early, you know, that'll also change how your timeline looks too. So it's like that. I think all those
Life.
other things, cultures, family, can stem from that timeline aspect of it.
Okay, that's fair. I like it. CJ, what you think? Now, before CJ answers, I'm gonna tell y'all this next question is a motherfucker. So I'm gonna need y'all to tap back in. But this next one is a doozy. I don't want to break up no happy homes or how y'all niggas rethink your
Man,
life. But this next one gonna fucking suck.
you can't
But it's a
break up
good
no happy
question.
homes. Only they can break up their happy homes. Fuck out of here.
Go
What
ahead,
is it?
CJ. Where's the
Settling
pressure coming
down
from?
from culture, family, or timelines. Damn sure ain't families. Culture. Shit, that's black folks, that is the families. I'm gonna probably have to go with timelines.
Okay.
Just at a certain point, people be like, "You're getting old."
Yeah.
And if it comes to the women, it's like, "Oh, that clock is ticking." When it comes to them, you ain't got no ring yet, girl. You know how they do them. When it comes to the fellas, I think it was Tommy said he was around niggas that was married. He wasn't bothered by that. Neither am I, because I've been around a lot of y'all that's married and it ain't phased me none.
Right.
So I think it just hits the point where dudes get older, and I guess they kind of their life is pretty put together. So they kind of like, man, I'm trying to slow it down, settle down, relax a little bit. So it's probably a timeline. Who does it benefit? Not the niggas.
Okay.
Because I ain't hear not one person answer that second part of that question. Not the niggas.
Yeah, I was gonna
Marriage,
ask it, but I was
settling
limited it to the
down
next
don't
question. I want to turn
benefit
y'all
the
up.
fucking niggas. It don't benefit the niggas.
So it benefits the women
I don't
for men to
care
settle
what
down.
government federal paperwork bullshit that a lot of these podcasters try to say that's the benefit of being married. Shut the fuck up. All that shit y'all literally naming, I can prove that you can literally get done without being married. So outside that, if a nigga marry a woman, he's marrying a woman because he simply want to marry the woman. But low key, there's a part of him that's only marrying that woman because she wants to be married. And if he don't marry her in a certain time frame, what's she gonna do? Leave. He don't want that. So the motherfucker gonna marry her ass. Low key, a lot of niggas that marry a woman that he like because he just want to pacify her. He don't 110% want to be married. He want to be with her.
Damn.
But he ain't 110% want to be married.
All right, y'all. Let's popcorn style it here and open up the door of Pandora's box. I was gonna let it
Yeah.
ride but I was like, my next question is interesting. But we're gonna get to it, y'all. Anybody can answer. Who benefits from this settling down shit? Go.
Women. Women. And
Women,
they answered it
women.
because they're the ones that look forward to the rings and the weddings and all of that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like women too.
Anybody
Next.
think men benefit more?
She said women as well.
Cause try to change his name to the biggest Muslim up here on the panel. Cause why you keep popping your neck at me, Isaiah?
My name is not Isaiah. It's Muhammad.
Muhammad is wild. Y'all are crazy as fuck. So we all agree women benefit more.
Yes.
I got something like so. I think like as far as tangible stuff, it's women, but like intangible, as far as like the mental load that like settling down puts on the woman is more right than like the man kind of his life low key get calmer. Right, it's more predictable once he settles down. That woman low key starts to have more responsibility, right? More expectations once she settles down.
Yeah, I feel where you're coming from too, but I just feel like it just depends on the dynamic of the woman, because also I feel like if you bring that a man, sometimes I feel like the man can do the same thing to the woman, make her less chaotic. Like, so I feel where you're coming from, but I feel like the man can level set the woman as well, if that makes sense. I don't
I
know.
feel like it's I think it's the dynamic of the marriage. If a woman benefits more, I don't necessarily think a woman benefits more. I'm more so leaning towards Arnold. I feel like you benefit equal based on what the man gets out of the marriage as well as a woman. So, I ain't gonna get into too many examples and nuances. So but I basically agree and see what Arnold's saying. I don't feel like a woman necessarily benefit more. I feel like the benefits just look different, but it's the same. Now, it's up to you if you let a woman benefit more out your marriage. That's up to the dynamic of how you and your marriage is. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's subjective to a person's marriage and how he carry that shit and how she carry it. You feel me? But overall, no, I don't think the women necessarily benefit more.
All right, here we go. This is probably the pettiest motherfucking question in the whole show. Y'all know I always got one, got two. You heard me. I gotta be fucking petty. I'm gonna ask the petty question. We're going CJ and we're gonna snake our way down and ending it with Saudi. CJ, can you truly love someone and still feel like you settled? Can you truly love someone and still feel like you've settled? How and why?
So boom. This shit petty. Hell, fuck yeah, you can. And I'm all right. Damn, this shit wild. But nah, because I don't care. Yeah, you can settle. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can still truly love someone and still feel like you settled, because you love them. You settled because you decided to pick certain things about them that you still love. Yeah, girl, I love you with your cockeyed ass. Yeah, girl, I love you with your 9 toes. Or that one picky toe that for whatever reason doesn't grow the fucking nail. Whatever. I don't know how the fuck y'all girls got that. That shit weird. You ain't even a ballet dancer. Like, but you can pick certain shit, you feel me? And be like, yeah, you settle for this person. It was probably some shit about them that you don't like. Like, I don't smoke. So let's say I date somebody that smokes. But man, she don't smoke that much. Plus, every now and then she like to make the little O-rings when she smoke. That's kind of cool. That's one of her little tricks. Like, you just gotta think of some dumb shit to love her goofy ass for, right? So yeah, you can. It's just low key. It's fucking delusional, in my opinion, if you do it. But yeah, you can.
Gotcha. Tea leaves. Can you truly love someone and still feel like you settled?
Yeah, I think so. I think um I don't know if we ever find the, you know, complete right person that, like nothing's perfect, right? So in certain aspects you can feel and believe that you settled, but if you choose to focus on those things that you settle for instead of try to focus on the things that that person brings you, you know, um I think that's probably where people can get in trouble. You're focusing on the settling part instead of
The
focusing
love.
on, all right, that thing, I love these things about you
Okay.
regardless of what happened, right? What you bring to me now is what's most important. And I can realize that. I can converse with you about it, and then we can moving forward. So
I love
yeah, I
that
think you can.
relationship answer for you, brother. I love that relationship answer for you, my nigga. Don't let my show get to your
Yeah,
head, dog. I
Get the
feel you,
fuck
my
out of
nigga.
here. I don't
Do
hear
your
that dumb
thing,
shit.
boy. You
This
heard me.
nigga
Cause they
literally
gonna fall
fucking
up into the
looking
same thing.
over and shit. Like,
You
what did I
feel
do
me?
good? I
I
did
get
good.
it.
I did good. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out. Next.
Hey,
Hey
Get the
man,
fuck
fuck out of
out of
here.
do
here.
not fuck your
Fuck out of
relationship up
here.
fucking with us, bro. I feel you. I'm
It was a
talking
good
shit.
answer, goddamn.
That was a
I ain't
solid
gotta
answer,
get no
bro.
fucking battery put in my back. Nope.
I'm talking shit, bro. I was just talking shit, being petty. That was a great answer, bro. Arnold, can you truly love someone and still feel like you settled?
For sure. And I guess we've been learning that that's most women entry into settling down with a man.
Mm,
Oh yeah,
tell me
they did say
more.
that, huh?
Yeah, that's some new shit that they put us up on.
Really?
Yeah, they don't like most of the niggas, and they learn to love us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
heard that
they
more.
did say
Yeah,
that shit.
Hey, what's
yeah,
all
yeah.
say? Niggas is not that exciting.
Niggas be boring.
Yep.
That niggas be boring as fuck. Like, damn, all right, shit.
Damn.
Them niggas love me.
Okay.
Them niggas love me on Fortnite though.
That's because they be living through their Instagram and thinking that every day is a fucking holiday and every weekend we supposed to be going somewhere. Like, sit
We
your
gotta go to
dickhead ass down.
Dubai every
Oh,
You
month.
feel me?
no. We is not gonna do that.
Maldives.
When I said about the exciting, I wasn't talking about like as far as the dynamics of like Instagram or like going out and stuff. I was just saying like the conversation be like dry. Like you're not even fun. You don't make me laugh. Like that's what I said as far as
After you know somebody for so long, that shit gonna dry up because your joke's gonna get corny, my joke's gonna get like that's what happens when you know each other. Like, and that's I think that's what a lot of people don't understand is
but we was
that's.
talking about I
Oh, go
understand
ahead.
that, but we was talking
Okay,
about
go ahead.
the dynamics of like when trying to court.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
yeah.
The well went dry early. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's like if I don't find like what? I don't know. Like you
Okay, I got you,
I
Tommy. Same.
can see it's gonna happen over time, but like
Yeah.
So, Tommy, you
I see
think
what
you
you're
can
saying.
love somebody and still feel like you settled?
Yeah, because you can always learn to love somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, because especially when we get older get older, a lot of the superficial shit that we look at when we're younger, we don't focus on. So you're gonna appreciate the fact that she treats you a certain way, she cooked for you, et cetera, and all of that stuff can can be the factors and stuff why you love them. Like, I mean, I've said it time and time again. I done been in this space for about 5 years, and I ain't been impressed with too many niggas' wives. So it wasn't the beauty or the booty that had them sticking around this motherfucker. You feel me? And I ain't trying to disrespect nobody wives and nothing, but I'm just
That's
God. Like,
crazy.
if I'm walking around as a single nigga, that ain't about to be it. I'm not popping that. Nah. You get what I'm
That
saying? So
that's crazy.
Yo,
so
telling a
that
nigga he's
alone
safe is
shows you that
crazy.
is deeper than you get what I'm saying. Uh, because it feels like when you say the settle thing, um, I think from men's point of view, from a men's angle, I think a lot of that will come looks wise. Because if you settling for shit after that, I mean, you damn near gonna be
You on
living in a
bullshit.
hell. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And again, the reason why we hear a bunch of these niggas up here complaining and shit, because you settling for motherfuckers that's crossing boundaries that they shouldn't cross. You get what I'm saying? So I think
Understood.
from our point of view, it's more of a looks thing, and you know, most of us, like when they say are you a ass or a titty man? Like most niggas would like both. You get what I'm saying? But we realistically know that
You might just settle for one or the
we
other.
might have one or the other or neither sometimes. You get what I'm saying?
Neither is crazy because
And niggas,
that's just a pretty nigga, no homo. Like
I
I
was
don't
about
want a
to
Yo,
woman
that's
with
funny.
neither. That's
you took
crazy.
it out my you took the words out my mouth.
nah,
Like
cause
neither.
hold on, cause
Nah,
God,
come
look,
on,
y'all gotta
y'all.
remember, I'm in California. There's
Right.
some beautiful women out
It's
here
a lot out there. Okay, yeah. When
that's
I was in
like
San
that. You get
Diego,
what I'm
it's
saying?
definitely a
Yeah.
lot of them like that.
So and I mean, look, the ass and titty is cool, but face card for
Yeah,
Never
a lot
mind.
of
it be
people
girls
is
out there
number
that look
one.
fire and don't even know they do. That's
Yeah.
what's crazy.
So so I think for men, and it's a weird thing too because as a man, it again we gonna go back to it depends because if you was one of them niggas that wasn't, you ain't have motion, then your comp is gonna be a little different than you feel me like a nigga that had motion and because most niggas they got motion when they settle down. Most niggas got motion to tell you them motherfucking 8, 9s, and 10s is a different fucking headache to deal with. You get what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
fact.
Then
Oh
so
boy,
you know
yes
what I'm
they
saying?
are.
So most
Jesus.
niggas when they decide to chill
They
out
give
or
you
whatever,
gray hairs.
they not gonna chill out with the top of the top anyway, because you just don't feel like dealing with that headache in the first place. You get what I'm saying? So
Type
uh
shit.
and I don't think settling down doesn't necessarily mean like oh, I guess I'll just choose you. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, I think it just means like, you feel me? Like, I done had a 10 before. You a 8 and you got all of these intangibles. I'll take that over that 10. You get what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go. It's a choice. It's not a lack of circumstance. That makes sense. Bino, you still with us? Your screen black as hell,
I think
Brody.
his camera. I think you gotta drop him down if he here. I think it's camera.
Hey, Bino, join cam back up. While we doing that, let's go Nay, because I saw her rocking her bun. It's like her bun's on top of her head, but because she got a 5 head, what normally happens is she throw it too hard. It might
And
kind
that's
of go off
Hold
a
on,
little
so
bit.
not the one saying, not the one with the 7 head. Come on, I got a 5 head.
not too much of my good sis.
Because you looking like you gonna headbutt me through this camera.
Y'all know
Be
that's
like
steady
That's
equipment for
funny.
light skin now.
Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all on point.
Yo, this panel real light skin tonight, though.
It be like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
If
hey,
you light skin without
Yes,
a big
CJ, you
forehead,
are
you look
light skinned,
weird.
my brother.
I am not.
Facts.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
I am a
Fucking
natural.
facts.
I'm darker than you.
I'm gonna need for you to put your glasses on, Nate, because it ain't no way you about to initiate CJ to the light skin club.
That
Yeah,
nigga
see
been
me
light skinned. Fuck you
in
talking about?
person.
We not even
We
doing
like
that, bro.
2 shades.
Exactly. That's why I said you light skinned, because I met you in person.
Nah,
You
I
gotta
am a
tell me that,
neutral
that's all.
brown.
You
Teely,
he
Teely.
but
Please tell these people that are colorblind that I am not light
Nigga,
skinned.
you are light skinned as fuck, bro. You
No,
pose light
Strata,
skinned.
you're
You take
bleach.
And you
pictures
I
light
am
act
not
skinned.
light
light
skinned.
skinned.
That's
Oh, this
crazy.
is crazy. Now I'm gonna
This
need we
nigga,
gotta do
this
this is
nigga light skinned. He light skinned at heart. He light skinned
That's
adjacent.
crazy word. Light skin at heart is
You
wild.
know the
He's light
50
skinned
shades of
adjacent, bro.
gray, the 50 shades. You know, you part of the 50 shades of light skin, man. You might as well just let it
He
go.
like that,
50
bro.
shades of light skin? What the fuck is this?
Just know that you're at the very end, CJ. The very end.
That's
So you light
what I even
skinned.
thought of you Jordan this.
I'm just saying, if she gonna bring it up, then I'm just saying you're
Yeah.
at the farthest end.
Damn,
All right,
that's
y'all.
what
All
we
right,
doing
all right,
now.
Nigga,
all
if
right.
this was toast, you be right before it start browning real good. Like you gotta
If,
never
if
go
I'm right
too
there,
on
if
toast.
I'm right
You know
before
what
the
I'm saying? Like,
threshold of the light skin community, then Bino definitely light skinned then.
oh,
Because
he
he lighter than me.
Yes.
that nigga know he
You
light
you
Nobody
skinned.
probably
said he wasn't.
Hey, CJ, you probably like me. In the summertime I'm dark skinned, in the wintertime I'm light skinned.
Yeah.
No, in the summer,
CJ
hey, in the
just got
sun,
in
in the summertime, boy, I look like a, I get cooked. I turn red. I
Yeah, he
don't
go
turn
golden
black.
They
melon and
say I
shit.
look like an Arab in the summertime. I get
Yeah, I get my skin get the reddish brown thing going on. I don't
And
go
all
black.
Nate doing is deflecting from the fact she don't want to answer the question, but it's cool.
I'm
It's cool.
no,
I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. Go ahead. It's
I
all
was
done.
finna answer the question, but
That's
Mhm.
crazy.
you started it.
It's cool. My bad, yo.
You
Started we
started
beefing for the next like 20 minutes.
I
Strata
know.
started
That's
it.
crazy
It
word.
wasn't even me. I was just saying. I was just concerned about your neck when you was moving that bun at the top of
That's
your
my
head
next
earlier.
virtue
But
said, well, I'm gonna get back to you at the end of the show. Don't hold on.
okay, gotcha. Can you truly love someone and still feel like you settled?
Yes.
Okay. Why so?
So there is a mixture of Tommy's, CJ's, and T Leaves answers, right?
Okay.
It's something about you that I might not like, but I'm still gonna accept it, right? And then the things that I don't like, I'm not gonna focus on it. I'm gonna focus on the positives and take it for what it is and enjoy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, no, we ain't gonna talk about Tommy's. I'm gonna stay where I'm stay where I'm But you can't. If I always say, if the good outweigh the bad, take it.
Okay. Okay.
Like
I see what you're saying.
if the bad ain't like
Terrible,
you coming
terrible.
back with some bruises, I done put a knife. Like if it ain't really like to the point where it gets physical,
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad.
So you can
That's
love
crazy.
through the being settled, and you think that's cool. That makes sense. Okay.
No, she feel like as long as if she pulled the trigger, but the bullet didn't hit you,
That is wild. Seriously?
But did you die though? But did you
But
die?
hey, look, there you go,
Did
Strata.
you
But did
die?
you die?
Exactly.
But did you
Strata, thank
die?
you.
I hate that. Did you die? 'Cause
But did you die?
I
You be
do.
like, but the bullet, where the bullet at? It's in the wall. Are you the wall, nigga? Okay, then we good. Like,
No,
that's
it's in the
crazy.
person that was standing behind you because it wasn't for you, but it was for them. You feel me?
I took my anchor out on the wall. Like, what kind of shit?
Y'all are
With
funny.
the
as shit.
revolver?
Why you trying to be messy, CJ?
Y'all, wow.
All I hear is
Y'all
that
niggas
box
crazy.
is fire.
Y'all are crazy. So the same question. Can you really love someone and still feel like you settled?
I do feel like you can love someone and still feel like you settled. Basically what everybody else said on the panel. And then also I feel like sometimes like I feel like sometimes like you do have to adjust some goals or like just some tangible things that make you have to settle. But you do it for the love.
Okay, I like it. And I'm gonna start with you, Saudi. This is really the last question. I got like 5 more questions, but y'all niggas is yawning. Y'all niggas eyes
Nah,
are
I'm
really open and
good.
shit.
You look when a nigga get here.
That's
See,
just
now
you.
y'all-
It's because of them glasses, boy.
Hey, man.
Bino got a half a question in conclusion. He done. Nay, if she bob her head too hard, she fit to fall the fuck off the box. Arnold is halfway between a nap on his belly, and I don't know where the fuck Tommy is going, but he'll get there eventually.
Y'all about to say, Tommy done went in and out this car how many times,
Yeah,
bro?
this
What this
nigga
nigga doing, bro?
This nigga is
Nigga
on a
pretending like he
carpool
going
mission and
places. He
shit.
going nowhere. Where I'm gonna hop in the car.
This is
I'm
why I
gonna
fuck
drive
with
to this
y'all,
section of
man.
the building. I'm gonna hop out
Oh,
the
hey,
car.
please believe I'm not loading these kids in here for no reason, nigga. That's
Exactly.
out.
Bro's on a carpool mission. We got to his destination till
I
he
got,
get the fuck up out of here anyway. So
I got a question, Strada.
what's up?
So, based on your question that you have about being, settled down, or
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Um, is it? Do you think it's a good feeling? Like, if a person knows that you were settled for, that they were settled for,
Mm-hmm.
how should that person feel, or what do you think a person should think about that? I don't know if my question sound kind of
No,
off,
you
but
good. That's the first question that somebody's asked me. I appreciate you for being so motherfucking, considerate of the host and shit. Because I'd be asking all these good ass
Fuck,
questions. Niggas be
hey,
asking me
hell
shit.
no, nigga. You know how
Y'all
many
niggas
times we be trying to
appreciate
ask
me
Pat
or
Strada to answer
nothing.
questions,
Fuck.
and the nigga be like, "Nah, I'm the host. Fuck y'all. Get out of here." T Lee's come up here and ask a
That's what I'm
motherfucking
saying, T.
question,
Lee.
and you
Thank
like, "I'm
you.
so happy that you." And shut the fuck, man. All right, bet.
My boy is full of questions.
Nah, boy. I'm crying.
Oh, do you hear
I'm
that
light
shit? You
skinned
know, we
from
come
No.
try
Bermuda.
to ask this nigga questions. Even
I'm a
Saudi was one of the
baddie.
first ones to be like, no, Strada, you answer the questions. Strada be like, man, fuck y'all, I'm the host. So the next question is,
Fuck y'all
fuck
talking
out of
about.
here.
I got Aruba. I think it's something in the sun that fucks with your memory. But
This nigga got a
for
different
T.
different level of fucking sun
Yeah,
radiation.
my
And
mental is different. Yeah, the
fucking
sun
memories
hit
be getting
different at
fucked
the
up.
equator type shit.
Get
So
out of
T, you know
here.
what's crazy, bro? I'll say this. I think that if you like, let's say for a guy, right? If he got to a point to where he realized his old lady settled for him, I think the way to process that to where you don't lose your shit is to know that the decision was first made to pick, like she chose you, regardless as to why she chose you. Now it's still up to you not to drop the ball, right? So I think that as opposed to your focus being I'm not her first choice, your mentality as a man needs to be I'm the last choice she gonna have to make because I'm him. And I'm about to show her why I'm him and why she chose me type shit.
That's
Because if
crazy.
you do anything other than that, you're gonna crash. Because every scenario, if you find yourself insecure because you think she settled for you, everything that happens, you're gonna be finding ways to project to her why you think that. Oh, you just chose me because another nigga was taken. Or you get taught this YouTube shit the way you start thinking, oh, bitch, you really want to be with a Pookie and Ray Ray, so fuck all that. Like you're gonna crash and lose a good thing type shit. So I think that as a man, if you feel, and I say feel like for a reason, right? So if you say you feel like your woman settled for you, the best thing you can do is turn it up because she still chose you. Because anything else, you're gonna get out your body and you're gonna start doing shit that's gonna fuck your relationship up because you're insecure about her choice. But it's easy to get lost in the choice because you so focused on what she could have had, you're not focused on what she chose. She chose you. regardless as to why. Now it's up to you to fuck it up. So I think that how you process her choice determines how far y'all go. Because if you always focus on the fact she settled on you, you'll fuck up a good thing. And just how she chose you, she'll unchoose your ass. So I
Yeah,
think that
I definitely fucked up a relationship. That exact word for word how you said it. I fucked that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah, I
all
Because
think
she
a
done it.
lot
chose
of guys
she
are like that though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Facts.
even when you hear like Ham talk sometimes, like I don't know, I'm like an alien in that thing. Like as far as like with the insecurity thing, like I have a like a level I don't give a fuck that's just different than other people. So like
Mm-hmm.
even when Ham was like, oh, you know, if your woman came and told you that somebody else laid, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm in this shit now. And as long as them sheets is wet when we done, nigga, I know you feel me. I know I did my Dougie. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm
That
not gonna be
part.
sitting around like, oh, but like but I understand that a lot of niggas would be like that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So I could definitely see that if somebody, you know, told they dude that it'd hit them a certain type of way for sure.
That's fair. That's real shit. But I think that that's the thing, man. If you get lost into the choice, if you get lost into trying to figure out what she couldn't have chosen, you're gonna crash. Because eventually it's gonna always be in the back of your brain something you put there. Because at the
I,
end of the day, she didn't have to choose your ass. And you didn't have to choose her either. Right?
I think
So if you get caught in the choice, you fucked up.
I think people need to humble themselves too, and I think that might be why I might have like the mindset that I have. Cause like
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily think because you got me, I'm the best of the best of the best. Like I understand how many people it is on this earth. I understand you done dealt with. So I think it's just a weird thing for you to think that just because you're in this position now you're just the top of the top of the top. Like
Right.
my brain doesn't operate that way.
Yeah.
So if that information is dropped on me, it's not like I was riding around thinking that I was king dingling and you just, you know, knocked me off my perch.
Type
Okay.
shit.
You get what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
is what it is. You feel me? And I think if a lot more people just kind of humbled themselves, I think you wouldn't have some of these issues that they had. But you got a lot of these niggas and you hear them talk and they think as soon as they get with her, they just shoot you to the top of every list on her thing. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't
Don't
realistic.
work like that, big dog. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm gonna go with Bino because he about to go to sleep on us, and I appreciate it
Nah,
too.
nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just listening. I'm listening.
Bino took a nap halfway through the panel. It's crazy, bro. Come on, man. You with us?
What's good? What's good with it?
All right. So here's the last question. We'll start with you. Is settling down now? We talking about like what we going through now in this age. So should settling down be more of a rhythm than a destination based on what we're doing today?
A
Because
rhythm?
yeah, so let me explain what I mean. So before when your granddaddy tell you, oh nigga, about time to settle down, y'all know what the fuck that meant. Hey bro, in game, put a ring on that chick and y'all go quietly make some kids and shut the fuck up in the corner. So do you think when the YNs and the new generation are talking about settling down, do you think it'll help them process it better if they think about it more of a rhythm? Like, all right, I'm gonna settle this all down. Like, I got this, grab this from there. Do you think it would help them process it better if it was thought about more of a rhythm versus a destination?
Who we talk about? We talk about the ones that want to settle or don't want to settle. The ones that
The
don't want
ones
to
that
settle.
don't. Mm-hmm.
Um, nah,
You don't think that'll help? Nigga said nah.
no. I just think it's about your values, your principles, your morals, bro. And those can change. You feel what I'm saying? Those things can change. I don't think it's a rhythm. You can't tell me, hey, when I was 17, 18, a rhythm, you wouldn't tell me, hey, just what I don't give a fuck what rhythm you would have told me. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's a few of them. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
You don't think it would matter?
it wouldn't matter, bro. I think it should be more of a destination, actually,
Okay.
because if it's a destination, then what you do before you get to that destination, you know what route you got to do to get the destinations we got to go to, right?
Ooh, like that.
So if you look at it more of a destination, you would take the necessary routes, whether it's that right, left turn, whatever. Some things might happen. You know, you got to make a U turn if you miss your exit. You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that. But you have a particular, you know exactly what you're going, so you know what routes you got to take, what things you got to do. You feel what I'm saying? To get to that destination. So I think it should be more so looked in than in the destination. Actually, you know what I'm saying?
All right, T-Lees, what you got, brother? Then I'm gonna go to Nick because she's not paying attention like the teacher in class and shit.
So
And then Arnold cheating off niggas' paper, so he going next. What you got, T-Lees?
nah, so I was gonna say, I don't disagree with Bino because that shit was I like what he said. I think I'm gonna attack it from a different angle. I think it's
Okay.
a rhythm because to me, I think we making this shit up as we go. Like a lot of us don't have a foundation of what we are supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you talk about rhythm, what I think of is like dance. You got to learn how to dance. You just don't, you don't have rhythm. You kind of learn as you go type shit. So I I think it's if there is no foundation, if there's no like set standard rules that you're following, as
Mm-hmm.
far as like let's say a religion or whatever the case may be, you're making it up as you go. So it's you're gonna learn along the way,
Gotcha.
and kind of you're gonna get to the destination whenever you get there, but you're just
Right.
gonna have to possibly bump your head and do certain things to get there. So yeah,
I
that's
like
what I'll
it.
say.
Like it. Nate, do you need me to repeat the question? Or I'm gonna bring you to the front of the class so you can write it on the board.
No,
What
I
we
can
doing?
see it at the bottom of the board, teacher.
Okay.
Seeing the
Just making
glasses
sure.
off. I don't see what that question is.
She just running, bro.
I think it's more of a rhythm, right? To piggyback off of what TV said, you got to go through the motions of getting where you want to be instead of making something a destination, which is going to wreck your brain or wreck your mental to get there. You're trying to rush to get there. So you're going to mess up on the way instead of just going with the motion.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, I like the
You ain't
little
tripping
thing y'all
fall at
got going
all.
on and shit. It was kind of a deep.
Damn. Teacher, you owe me an apology for saying I wasn't paying attention.
Only reason why I didn't want to go
You
with
cheated off tea leaves. That don't count still.
only reason why I didn't want to go with
I
rhythm. I
only heard
think
a piece of what he said, which was the beginning.
That's cool.
only reason why I would disagree with rhythm because I think rhythm is what got us a lot of broken homes and baby mamas and baby dads. You feel me? I think rhythm and going with the motion is actually what got us to a point where we don't have more marriages and families and fathers and mothers in the household. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why I had to go with like destination. But that's just like my perspective, though. You feel me?
But that would be more like a solution. That's more like you're right, but I think that's more like you thinking more solution based. Based on the question it's about today. Like what is it? What is it based on today? So you're right, but I think what he's asking the question like, okay, what does settling down look like today? It's more of a rhythm, but it should
Okay.
be the way that you're
Okay.
talking about. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
It look like today. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. What it look like today for sure. For sure. Hell yeah, I gotta agree with y'all for sure. I concede to that for sure.
All right, Arnold is engaged in conversation. He kind of got his thinking cap on, I think, a little bit. I don't know. It might just be Beijing or something.
Beijing is crazy. I don't put makeup on my face. So I think it's a rhythm for men and it's a destination for women.
Ooh.
I think like get settling down is like a dude calming down, like his instincts, his natural proclivities. Like he calming that down when he settled down. You know what I'm saying? With a woman or otherwise. But a chick, bro, she got to get to that destination, bro, because like that's what her whole body tells her to do. You know what I'm saying? Every 28 days, bro, she like,
right.
What's
Another
going
one?
on? You know what I'm saying? Every 28 days, she going through that process. So I think that's the destination.
That's a bar. Saudi, you paying attention? Hey, how you doing, love? Yo.
I'm here.
Okay, what we doing?
I thought she was asleep, bro. I thought she was
just me. That won't just my internet.
No, it won't just
No,
you.
she
just look
just
frozen
won't
because she
move
was
it.
about to go to sleep and shit. It's cool. It's close to 10 o'clock. I know you old niggas gotta go to sleep and shit, so it's all fine. Saudi, is settling down a rhythm or a destination?
I don't know. I agree with what Arnold and Nate and we gave T Lee's a new nickname. What T said.
They didn't say the same thing, love.
They didn't say the same thing. Arnold definitely said something totally different from the rest of them.
Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit of both. But I feel like for the more general picture, I feel like it's a rhythm, just because, you just have to find your, you have to figure it out. You have to find your ground. So sometimes, you may get off beat, but then you have to pick it back up. So it's just like you grow with it and you learn from it and you maneuver it. So.
Got you. Tommy, before you go to sleep at the wheel, big dog, I saw what happened was Arnold yawned and you was looking at the screen and shit because I caught myself.
Yeah, you started yawning too.
So guys, stay focused, brothers. Tommy, what you got, bro? Last question. Is it more of a destination or a rhythm, bro? What we doing?
I think it's a mix of both. Because, like I said earlier, like for me, it was a destination because I had my two parents. So for
Right.
me, that was always going to be the destination. Was that? On top of that, it's kind of why I tell a lot of women that, like if you get a dude that been around, a lot of times that's better because most men will tell you when they get married, you get that extra attention. And if you've been around, you're used to that. So it doesn't mess you up. A lot of guys, if they ain't used to getting that, they don't know how to act. You get what I'm saying? And if I'm moving around and I'm deciding that that's what I want to do is settle down, then that's what I'm going to do. You feel me? I'm ready for it.
Okay, I like it. CJ, take us home. It's settling down more of a rhythm or destination, bro.
I'm gonna say destination.
Oh, so I did answer the question right. T. Lee's try to flip it.
I'm gonna say destination, and this is why, even though it says today, I get where T. Lee was coming from by saying that it could be the solution, but this is why I say it's today. It's settling down more of a rhythm than a destination today. To me, nowadays, it's a destination because people the internet's basically, even though it's got all the crazy jargon that goes on, there's a lot more information about trying to be in a relationship, how women need to be like this, how men need to be like this. There's the good, the bad, and the ugly. You just gotta learn how to spit the bad out and keep the good part, right? So I think what it is we all have learned or are learning or gaining an understanding of the destination of the end goal for both sides. Yeah. It's just this side doing it this way to get there, this side doing it this way to get there. But now to get there together, you got to learn how to maneuver as a team to get to the destination. You both got the same goal, but now you got to learn how to put your skills together to do it. And the reason why there's a lot of clashing is because this person wants to do all these things my way, even though I'm with this person. This person, you can't do it like that. Once you're a team, now you got to learn how to get to this destination together as a team. Otherwise, what's gonna happen? You're gonna clash. You're gonna keep clashing until the team either breaks up or fucking figures it out and learns how to work together. That's why I think it's a destination, not a rhythm. Now, when it says that rhythm part, to me, when I hear that, I'm hearing two people that don't have no real goal. They're just going with the flow. And whatever happens, happens. And that's why I agree with Bino when Bino said that whole rhythm shit is the reason why motherfuckers be just having kids and be just doing dumb shit. Like at the end of the day, they didn't really have no plan or nothing. Just bam, a baby popped out. But did you get married? Did you get a proposal? Oh, bam, another baby popped out. Well, shit, is y'all locked in? Like there was nothing there. They were just going with the flow and shit happened. You see what I'm saying? That's why I feel like nowadays it's more people that's trying to actually get the destination. They just got to learn how to work as a team to get there.
Okay.
They need to find a rhythm together to get to the destination, CJ.
That's what that was my overall.
I'm gonna disagree with that statement.
No, I'm talking about no, get me. I'm talking about like they're really like have to be on the same tune, one band, one sound. I'm talking about like that. They gotta be on the same rhythm to get to the destination.
Yeah, you can't step on each other. You can't step on each other's toes. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It is a 1, 2, 3 count. You on 1, 2, 4. You can't. That don't work.
Yeah, you gotta coordinate. You know what I'm saying?
Proper motion and shit. I'm gonna say this, man. Like I said, not trying to be salacious or to like bust y'all bubble and shit. Check.